Hello, everyone. Welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So, we're back with another pick a card reading. It's timeless, it's not love based. These eclipses are shifting energy. I say are shifting energy, everything is connected. So, I know some of you are like, what is she doing? We're supposed to have love readings. It's spring, and we do. I have thumbnails made. I had a schedule. I was very, very organized in what I was going to do. So here's what happened. So obviously, I have not been uploading. Obviously was traveling for Resurrection Day. And so following Resurrection Day, I keep emphasizing that because, a lot of people forget like the spiritual symbolism, regardless of your religions, and how we're all intertwined. So I get home following Resurrection Day, and everything in my spiritual tarot reading schedule, right, was called to shift. Okay. I was very clearly expected to shift my calendar, okay, of how I was going to be uploading these videos. And if you've been watching the channel, if you've been selecting certain piles, you've already seen a lot of change, wind, pivoting energy coming through. Even in the love readings, it's very, very prominent, especially those of you that are a little more aware, that know symbolism and all of the things and that come out. Well, following Resurrection Day, a very clear crossroads presence stepped forward, and I'm like, okay, I guess I need to just go ahead and pivot, shift, and do what I'm told to do, because it's going to obviously be for the benefit. So what's happening now is I had a love reading I was going to film right now. It was what your crush thinks you're feeling or something like that. It's a coffee reading. You will see it. You will see it soon. That was supposed to be next. Then was supposed to be the closing of the cycle. Ooh, that's going to be relevant. All of you watching this, go to the next bird reading that's coming, because I said it at 2 minutes and 22 seconds of filming. I'm using this eclipse to kind of close some messages, like some cycles, because that's what I'm being told very clearly, very directly to do. So it's supposed to be that coffee reading, that bird reading, and then a skeleton key reading, because the bird reading and the skeleton key readings are supposed to be support for eclipse season. And we have a solar eclipse coming up Monday, if you're watching it real time. And then that's going to be a whole new cycle. So these messages were meant to support you, help you close any cycles you need, because a lot of you have trouble with that, as well as starting new ones. So the new order is going to be the skeleton key, which was supposed to be last, then that bird reading, then that coffee reading. Okay, unless something shifts and I'm told, like, I roll with it. Like I have no issue rolling with it at this stage of my life. Like I just roll with it. Okay, especially since it's not really that chaotic for me to shift my calendar. So that's kind of where we are. But definitely go to that bird reading, because the first ever bird reading I began that series, not even realizing it was going to be a series, last year this time. Okay, had no idea it was going to be a thing. So we're going to close that one and maybe start a new one. So go to that reading, go to that reading, go to that reading. I keep saying it because it's very important. If you don't, you'll be back. It's fine. You'll probably be back for the reading. So yeah, I'm not going to drag it any further. This is what will be revealed, what you need to know, the karma, the outcome. And obviously, skeleton key readings are always crossroad readings, whether you realize it or not. But I want to be very clear in this being a crossroad theme based on the thumbnail. Like this is a heavy presence. So that's why we're like that today. So I'm doing it when I'm told to do it, the way that I'm told to do it. All right. So for those of you that are visually impaired, or if you simply like to listen to me describe each pile, that is now. Pile number 1 is a silver kind of infinity themed key, could be white. Okay. Pile number 2 is a red key. Pile number 3 is a very dark silver energy, but it's kind of rustic, but it's very black. Okay, it's black. It is a key, and it is a lock. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you the other detail. If you see that detail, it's for you. And there was another detail I was gonna call out about that key that I'm being told. Nope. If it's for you, you will see. If it calls you, you will know. And then yeah, so pile 3 is gonna be interesting, which and then pile number 4 is a very sharp key. Okay, it's sharp like a weapon. It feels, when I saw it, it felt like not like a machete, but like it feels kind of like knife. Like it feels sharp. Okay, it's feeling sharp. So I was like, oh, I like it because it feels, I don't know. I'm chaotic sometimes. I like that key. I don't even think it's my key, but it's funny that I think, I don't know, it called me. So anyway, I'll give you a moment to make your selection. Take your time. Take your time. And if you're called to multiple piles, that's okay. But if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number 1, my silver infinity key. If you're new, just listen to this channel message and I'll explain to you how we do things here. I have so much that hit me when I finished the intro that I just want to make sure I don't forget. So 1, there's many layers to whatever it is you're dealing with. I don't know what you're asking about. I don't know what's going on in your life. I don't know any of the things, but whatever it is, many layers that you literally do not have the capacity to see. It's literally above you. Okay, many layers is what I'm being told. And it didn't even, like, it's not even just a naturally channeled message. When I set your music, like your meditative sound for this pile specifically, the ads. So like I've been getting weird 3D instances of messages, more than I'm used to. So that's how concrete your pile is. So whatever you're dealing with, you will see 3D results for sure, but the ad referenced layers, many layers, okay? And I heard your music before I put it on. Like I thought it was already playing, and I'm not familiar with the meditative sound. I don't listen to it often. A lot of these are new. I heard it before I pressed play, okay? So you'll see some signs before it even manifests. I don't know what we're talking about. It's gonna be different for all of you. There's also someone that will share a message with you soon. Someone that, like a teacher, like a mentor, someone has some wisdom to share with you, okay? It could be 3D. I feel like most of you, it will be 3D as well as in spirit, because the other message is also for you to connect with your higher power. Whatever your religion is, whatever your spiritual practice is, connect with that higher source, okay? And you will get messages there. But I feel like there is someone that has some information that will really benefit you. And I'm also being called to let you know I have 2 candles burning, one of which I don't know why this is important for you. This is like a random candle. It's not even like an expensive candle, but I had originally had my little bumblebee candle, and it's still a bumblebee brand. It was my sunflower, it was my honey candle, right? Well, this one, when I went to get my honey sunflower candle that I found by chance one day, wasn't there, but I did see these. So I'm gonna let you see the little labels so you can see, okay, so my sunflower candle, right? Sunflower. Could be relevant to you in some way, but this is what I originally had. This is such an odd candle, but it is fresh milk. So it is a white candle. You can't really tell a little bit because it's lit. Fresh milk. So something about fresh milk, regardless of your religion. I don't know if that's going to be something you need. Maybe if you drink milk, or you need that, or just something regarding milk. Something regarding, could be related to nursing. It could be related to some sort of an offering, but fresh milk, okay? That's the thing. Some of you, it may not actually be something you need to know. It's more of a confirmation that you're in your right place, right space. Love it. So with all of that hitting the table, I'm being told to show you my animal deck. Got it. I don't know. This is a pile of needing a lot of messages, and I'm showing you my animal deck. 33 minutes, 32 seconds. You've got the dove at the bottom. Go you. Love it. Let me split it just to see. Dear spirit, bring a gentle touch. So dear spirit, dove spirit, the letter D could be relevant some way, somehow, but those spirit animals may be here supporting you as well. Now, I know it's been almost 4 minutes, but that those messages were important and I channel often. So for those of you that are new, okay, I read past, I read present, and I read incoming energy, okay? And there is a light and a shadow side of the pile. You just have to find yourself in the lesson and the journey. You can have multiple piles, okay? You can be multiple aspects of one pile, okay? You just have to find yourself again in the lesson and the journey. So I'm really excited. I don't know. It's going to be great energy. I believe that this is going to be a great energy. So let me see. My screen went out because I was that long with channeling. This is a pile that needs a lot of answers, a lot of information. But that's okay, because that's why we do these readings. And maybe you're one of the piles where I needed to really, you may feel stuck. The beauty of that is this is the first card of the deck. So even if it feels stuck, it's because you're starting something new. Whether you realize it or not, whole new beginning. Some of you heard whole new life, okay? White shirt, okay? Let me see. So yeah, what will be revealed, what you need to know, the karma, the outcome, that's the questions I'm theming with. But let's just see what these skeleton keys have to see. But look. Closing of a cycle. Skies. I don't want to do it. I hate when y'all do this to me because some of you need guidance for various aspects. That sharp part made me want to send you to the last pile because of the way I described it. So if it's calling you and there's a lot of confusion, if you were confused, maybe you have 2 piles, maybe you have more than 1 pile. Some of you pick all of the piles, love that for you, but only do that where you feel called, okay? Only do that where you feel called. All right, let's start. Some of you, whatever you need to be studying, do it. If you're scared to start studying something new, start slow. A lot of you, when it comes to whatever you're studying or thinking about studying, you're overreacting to it. That could be, yeah. Oh, that was another message. When I sat for your pile, the air came down. So things will be cooling down very, very quickly for you, okay? Things will be cooling down very quickly because I was supposed to mention that the air cut on right when I filmed and it just cut off right now. So but you're overreacting to whatever it is you're supposed to be doing, studying, learning, or just doing in general, okay? Because when I pick this up, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna need the book. I don't know if I need the book because I don't know what card is gonna come out. Like, I'm way ahead of myself. That's the energy of you, okay? You're a little bit ahead of yourself. Take your time, okay? Let me get one more good shuffle. Take your time. You're a little too ahead of yourself, okay, pile 1? Ooh, yeah. Okay, so that fresh milk, some of you, because there may be a handful of you where, I say handful, I don't know. Some of you are truly we're talking about kids, having a child. If you're comfortable let me know if I'm supporting you on that journey, because sometimes I don't always, because it's so specific, I'm not gonna lie, that I truly just ignore the details of it because it's so specific. It's not a personal reading. But if there's enough of you that are truly getting that message, you don't have to let me know all your business, but just even if you want to shoot me an email, let me know so I know to not ignore it when it comes through. But some of you, that fresh milk, you're overreacting to a child that's about to come or that you just had, or you're overreacting a little bit, especially if you're concerned about your ability to nurse, or you're concerned about the type of milk or formula. You're way too ahead of yourself or way too into the details of that. Slow down, okay? I'm realizing some of you where that specific instance is a thing. There is someone around that's obviously more mature than you that has possibly done it before that can help you a little bit in terms of knowledge, wisdom, guidance. Some of you go where you practice your religion. Some of you need to go where you practice your religion. You'll get that guidance there, not specific to the milk or all of the things, but just all of you. You may find the wisdom you need from someone that may be a bit of a more mature version of you, right, in that space. And that's not specific to that specific instance. Like whatever area of life you're struggling in, I'm certain that because this pile specifically is like goes to your religious home, there may be someone in that space that is a more mature, older you that can also help you. Okay. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna take that one. See how messages come when they're supposed to come. The clarity comes when it's supposed to come. The knowledge comes when you need it. Okay. The Tower talks about isolation. So definitely, if you're in isolation, go to the spiritual home. Okay, you don't have to isolate yourself. Tower talks about feeling stuck. Okay, it does talk about feeling stuck. It talks about because it rules like imprisonment, could be your mind, could be physical, and all of the things. But it could just simply be feeling stuck, like on an island and not knowing where to go or what to do. That clarity is coming in, but I'm gonna get the book because your pile really was like, where's the book, before I could even get the card. So we'll pull the book. I'll let you see. I'll even hold it up so we can possibly get the meaning of it. Tower. Okay. It talks about, again, isolation, confinement, but also protection. Okay. Being in a tower alone by choice or force is riveting. Would the piece inspire you or drive you mad? Either way, the time would pass, but what would you have done with it? It talks about legal matters, lawsuits, rules, regulations, again, protection and confinement. Okay? Yeah. Those of you where we're talking about career, that self-employment stood out to me. If you need guidance regarding that, definitely available to you via the sources I've mentioned. Okay, definitely the case. Also, when we talk about self-employment, some of you may be overreacting a little bit. Okay, so let's do at the bottom. Birds. I love it. Birds. Messages. Some of you people are looking for you. If you are in isolation, like if you're like in a tower, like not tower moments like tarot, do not associate that with the tower and tarot. If you know what that means, it's not that at all. People may be wondering where you are. They're looking, they're asking, blah, 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 just because confinement, birds, chatter. Now, we talked about messages, lots and lots of messages available to you, lots of information available to you, okay? Lots of information available to you, okay? Those of you, yeah, so much is coming through. We're not rushing the energy today, guys. If you don't have time for these readings, it's okay. When you have time for it will be when it's for you, because I can't rush this energy. I couldn't if I wanted to, and it would be a disservice to the readings for me to try. So yeah, some of you slipped in. If you're worried about people reacting to you based on your past, because Tower talks about confinement and isolation. So if you are the loner type, or if because isolation, right? Or if you've had illegal issues, or like that feels like imprisonment, if that's your past, where people may be discussing that, or even if it's a thing, or if it's just something you're concerned about, don't worry about it. Whether it's true or not, like, don't worry about what people say, okay? It's not a thing. And even if it is a thing, like that's gossip, because the birds symbolize gossip, it's not going to affect you in any way for you to be concerned, okay? I know this is not the thing for me to say as a tarot reader, considering a lot of you, that's why you come here. But for the most part, what people think of you is really none of your business. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it does not matter. Okay, as long as it's not affecting you, right, in any way, like your life and the way you live, then don't worry about it, okay? That's what I need to tell this group, because whether it's just being a loner or actual imprisonment, right, things like that, or just wanting to go things alone, don't worry about it, okay? Let's pull out the book, because I know this pile wants the book. This is a tell me pile. Okay, all right, let's talk about it. The birds, okay, talks about communication, okay? And also, this is also a call for those of you like that. When I say don't worry about it, I don't mean like don't worry about it and continue to like isolate, or don't worry about it and continue to do the thing. It's a call to step out, by the way. Like, it's tower out, like right inside the tower, birds are outside. It's a message, okay? That's why I told some of you, go to your religious home. Go to your religious home. I love it. At the bottom of your reset, go to your religious home. The Hierophant is the spiritual leader. Some of you may just simply need spiritual guidance, okay? That is connecting with your higher power, okay? And those of you where this is not religious based, I'm just leading with that because it came through prominently. Go to your academic advisor, go to your professor, right? This is a leader. This is someone that knows what they're doing, right? Hierophant rules organizations, organizational structure, okay? It's teachings. It's a teacher. So go where there are teachers. Go where there is a teacher. Someone that knows, where there is a mentor, okay? Some of you, the reason why it's confusing is you're doing too much by yourself. You need other opinions, okay? All right. I feel like I could really close out this pile. I'm going to give you more details because everyone here loves details, and that's my thing. That's my niche. We'll get details, but I mean, it just feels like what you truly needed to know is this. What I've already said, okay? So let's get details. Tell me more. We may even get what's to come, right? What will be revealed? Yeah, I'm hitting the sand. What will be revealed? What do you need to know? What's the karma, the outcome for my pile? Number 1. There's 2 cards. All right. 3 of Wands. Yeah, this just face value says to go where you can connect with someone or some people. I'm seeing a specific person, possibly like someone that has the wisdom to support you, like someone that already knows or has already done or experienced what you're trying to do, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. It's different for all of you. But that will really clear things up, really balance things. Okay. Some of you, if you don't know what that is or where that is, you're being told to go out more because you will find the mentor, you'll find the teacher, you'll find the connection, right? Because 2 of Cups is a connection. Could even be romantic based, if that's what you're asking about. Because when we talk about fertility and milk, some of you could truly be like worried about that, in isolation, and how to go about getting some sort of a union. 3 of Wands talks about adventure. It talks about doing all you can do and then waiting for the result, basically, right? So it's like, have you done all you can do regarding whatever issue, whether it is relationships, whether it is career advancement, whether it is academic advancement, spiritual ascension? Have you done all your complete part? A lot of you, at least half of you, the answer is yes. And now, in order to go forward, you're going to have to step out and wait for your boat to come get you. That's what this says. And the beauty in the 3 of Wands stepping into the 2 of Cups is, while you're waiting, right? And I like this depiction of it. 3, yeah, look at us. Look at this road with the number 3. We're connecting, okay? I don't know what that animal is. I can't tell from the back. But if you know what it is, let us know in the comments. But we have the number 3. We do have this road, and we have a door, right? So you're almost at that door. But what's coming back for you will be for you, not only for you, but it will be, things are going to fall into place in a way that feels unrealistic to you. It's kind of like, oh, you're going to step outside. Like, let's use the love example, because since we have the 2 of Cups, it's almost like, okay, you step outside, you're doing what you need to do, you go where you need to go, and then boom, you find the love. You find the person immediately. Like, as soon as you go outside, you find the person, right? Like, or when we talk about needing a mentor, like we talk about like, oh, I would really like to do this hobby. I don't know how to get into it. Maybe you're shy and you don't want to go to like the random place by yourself, and you step outside and you're at the grocery store, and then boom, you just start chit-chatting with someone. And they're like, yeah, I do this. And you're like, I've been wanting to do that. See what I mean? Like, when you do all that you need to do, it just kind of happens like that. That's the message. That's the story. I heard that's the parable. here. All right. All right. You have to put yourself in a position and be open. Okay. All right, well, let me get one more. I'll take the bottom. I don't know why I'm so chipper. This is fun. I don't know why this energy is so great, because I feel like this is a pile. Because there is a side of you where it's like, okay, well, you have to finish doing all that you need to do, right? You're all at various stages, past, present, and coming. Some of you, the having to finish all you need to do is past, right? And you're at that, this is incoming, right? But do all you need to do for the result you want. And then once you finish, step out into that space, energy, act out that experience best you can, and you'll naturally find yourself where you want to be. Okay? That's what we've got. So that's why I'm so excited. I'm like, oh, look at this pile. Look at pile one. Look at you. Even there, you've got 3 birds. So some of you go through the whole journey, and I love that for you, because I mean, it's good messages. So like, if you're here for the whole ride, then go for it. Because I do have 2 3s on my table, because 12 definitely reduces to 3. So tell me more about my pile number 1, please. My final card. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Some of you are going to all the piles, because now we're balancing. But look at all of this balanced energy. So we've got the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. And then clearing energy. Some of you are clearing energy and need to clear energy. And it doesn't have to be a spiritual thing. It could simply be a shift in perspective, a shift in emotion, just, you know, whatever that is for you. Okay. Sorry, let me see. Okay, because I want to be able to see more of the table. There we go. All right. 3 of Wands talks about, like you know how we talked about the 3 of Wands being that journey, laying the foundation, waiting for the boat to come back to get you. She's trucking along to that door. At that door is balance, union of the emotions, right? Could be in the material plane, but the 2 of Pentacles definitely talks about juggling and balancing things on the physical plane. Okay, so the balance you seek is very, very near. Okay, it's very, very near. Okay, some of you, that's a sign to slow down, and things will clear up simply by slowing down and stabilizing your energy so that you can think clearly. Okay, so let me see what's going on here. Yeah, what did we talk about? Slowing down so that you can think clear. Some of you are anxious. You're really anxious. I wanted to say some of you are anxious for no reason. I don't want to downplay whatever you're experiencing. I don't. But that's what this energy is pointing out to me. So things are not what they seem. I remember I'm being shown the beginning of the pile where I see some of your visual learners. If you don't realize that, that's me letting you know I put you on game. You're a visual learner. Okay? Because I'm not remembering, I'm seeing instead of hearing. There's many, many layers that you cannot see here. Okay? All right. So I'm going to grab this deck that I was not going to use in order today, but you may be a by the book, by the order person, and that's maybe what's throwing you off. You don't know how to deviate and pivot, shift your routine. Some of you are being called to do things out of order, and you don't know how to do that naturally. So you have to calm down a little bit so that you know how to shift from the way you're used to doing things. It's a change. It's a shift of a cycle. Everyone's going to have to do things they're not used to doing. But this deck is not supposed to be used in the order that I'm using it. Because this is my normal order. You're pushing me back to. You're different from, I don't know this group. I'm not going to lie. There's a group that shifts me out of my routine, but you're a group that's shifting me into order. Which makes sense. Which makes sense based on your key. Look at you. But you're going to have to learn how to shift and pivot a little bit, okay? All right. This may be my religious pile. So here's the thing. Based on the key you picked, you like order. You like divine order. You like structure, right? It's the infinity key, and there's another symbolic meaning. Like, your keys are going to tell me a lot about you, right? Where things are chaotic for you, where things are challenging for you, where you're being asked to shift and pivot in ways that make you exceptionally uncomfortable, pile one, You need whatever your foundation. What is your religion? And I don't necessarily even mean it from a spiritual sense. So I mean, I do. I absolutely do. But some of you may not. I mean, I don't know how you're here, but like maybe you're not. Some way, somehow, you need to find your religion, whether that's just your way of doing things routinely. Like find a routine that cannot change, that does not have to change for your growth. Like whether it's like, I don't know, the way you eat or the way that like your fitness regimen, like find something that you can control, right? For the most part, because you're not going to be able to control everything, but you need to find something that you can control and fixate, because you're having control issues right now with your life. That's what's going on with my pal ones, which is why I'm pushing you to your religious home. Because if you go to your religious home, right, that's what's going to help you. Okay? Because this is my pile of needing control, and you can't. I'm sorry. Like that's not life. Like, you know what I mean? But because what I'm being called to especially push you to pile 3, and pile 3 is going to be in order, and it's going to be a pile of shifting. It just is. Because that's the energy. Like it was very intentional the way that I made this reading. Okay, I'm shifting. I'm being shifted to do this reading. Okay, but you have support. Okay, like you have to stop controlling everything so that you can be supported. You get what I'm saying? So that you can have support. Okay, that's the theme here. That's what you need to know. Okay, number 33, support. You need to know that you are supported on every plane. Things will balance. Don't overreact, okay? Yeah. Look at you. Go to pile 3. Okay, I said 4. Maybe, I don't know. Because, I don't know, it felt like the thing. But if you're only going to go to 2 piles, you need to, like your other one is 3, okay? Like if you're going to watch all of them, that's fine. But you are 3, okay? I love it for you. Look at you. I'm trying to get this to do the thing. So this is Virgo, ruled by Mercury. It is the healer. So a lot of you are healing, okay, or are stepping out of healing, okay? And some of you will be healing soon, okay? The healer, you will be supported by a healer. So if you're concerned about any doctors or anything like that, you will be supported in that way, okay? Any mentors will help support you in that way. Any partners coming in, platonic or romantic, will support you in that way. Support by the healer. Okay? I love that. I love that energy that stepped through. So Virgo is Mercury, communication-based energy. It very much aligns with this. Okay? It is very much aligned with this. But Virgo talks about, what did we just talk about? Routines. Okay? It's 6th house, health, wellness, acts of service, which you may need or you may be called to step more into, or both. But it also talks about your routine, your day-to-day life. Okay? It's your errands, it's your structure, it rules the work you do, right? Not necessarily your career, but your work. So everything that you organize. Virgo is attention to detail. It's the way that things are organized. And what you're going to learn is that things will fall into place. Things will work out the way that they're supposed to without you hyper fixating, without you micromanaging. Look at you. I love it. I love that energy coming through, because you definitely pulled this deck back into order, because it's supposed to be like the 5th deck after this next deck. So like you're trying to and I don't mean to scare those of you that are religious, but you're really trying to be God. And I say it like that because I am a little bit chaotic and I like to trigger you a little bit, but because at the end of the day, I do, like a lot of you here that are really religious, you know, you're like, oh, that's blasphemy. Good. Be scared. Stop doing it, because it's slowing you down, it's deviating you from your path. Stop trying to be God. Because that's what you're doing. You're trying to micromanage your life and orchestrate things that you have no business doing. Many, many layers. All right? I love it. There's so much you can't see, right? Neptune is dreams and illusions. Oh, I hope this deck isn't super foggy, because I I started filming this a little earlier than I usually do because I had to pivot in a way that you're going to learn how to pivot. Okay. So yeah, there's things you can't see, things you need to just be open and receptive to whatever higher power or just outcomes, right? Like sometimes, like, because Three of Wands is like doing what you can and just letting it ride, because what are you gonna do? Like what are you gonna do? I say that because, like, okay, so you did everything you can do, and then the outcome was something that you didn't expect or either didn't want. Okay, how are you gonna stop it? Like, what are you gonna do, right? All you can do is embrace change, because Scorpio just showed itself. Control what you can, right? That's really what expand and grow, right? That's the message. So let me get my card, okay, and roll with shocks and surprises, okay? Because this is a pile that needs to get familiar with that and grounding your energy and healing, because the best part, here's the blessing, here's the good thing coming in a way that you're like, oh, negative shocks, negative surprises. Well, getting comfortable with and regulating your energy. I heard some of you need to regulate your nervous system. Regulating your reaction to shocks and surprises will put you in a position to get the lighter side of that, okay? And I know that sounds like it doesn't make any sense, but if you react crazy to the negative shocks and surprises, and because most people expect shocks and surprises to be negative. Well, if a positive shock and surprise happens, some people can't take it, because it's like, you know, a shock and surprise is already chaotic, but if it's good, you end up making it negative, right? You don't want to block a blessing or sabotage a blessing, right? Self-sabotaging tendencies because you weren't prepared for an unexpected surprise. This is a pile of not liking surprises, for better for worse. And a good surprise, you would fumble it because you like to control things. So, right, like a blessing shocks you and you throw it away. They're not gonna shock you with the blessing because you would throw it away. You get what I'm saying? So you have to be familiar with the pivot. You have to get comfortable with the pivot, okay? So let me get my one card and take the bottom. And some of you have reached the point of being ready for the lighter side of the energy I'm describing, of pleasant shocks and surprises, because you've healed, you feel supported, you feel divinely supported, you feel supported in your community. Like some of you are finally feeling stable and grounded in that space, like where you feel comfortable in your environments and such, that you're about to see some surprises in the best way, especially in areas where you were worried or used to be worried, or things that used to create anxiety for you. Okay? So let's see. Venus, look. Venus. So give and receive love, find value, see beauty. So all areas of life, right? When we talk about love and romance, that is on the table, right? But it also, Venus rules your money, your stability. It rules things that you desire, like, you know, everything that makes you feel good, especially in the material sense, okay? That's what's coming in for you. And any shocks, shifts you're experiencing or have, it's basically to teach you how to manage that energy, how to find your routine, how to be organized and structured where you can be, but also where you can roll with it where you can't, right? Two of Pentacles, juggling, being able to juggle, right? Being able to pivot. Got the look, this is exactly what we're talking about. I actually think I'll be able to fit it here without it going out of frame. House 6 energy. Go to pile 3. House, go pile 3. Go pile 3. Mercury. Mercury, Gemini, Virgo. The twins. Polarity. The twins talk about polarity. Shifting across polarities. This is a pile of shifting from one end to the other. I hate to say for better for worse, but because it's not a permanent, nothing is permanent. The only thing that's permanent is change. But even if you find yourself on a shadow, it's a journey to the light still, right? But this Virgo, the healer, house 6 energy. I'm like struggling. House 6 energy, right? What I use to compare to this energy, right? Where are we? Establishing a foundation, health, daily life, practical details. This is a pile. You're going to have a grounded, stable foundation of something. I don't know what. It could be any area of life. What's coming in is a grounded foundation of something. Okay? And you're going to feel very stable if you don't, right? Because you're both polarities, both personality types I'm getting here lack stability. Some of you are hyper rigid and trying to control things because like you feel unstable. You feel unstable, so you try to control things. That's part of your way of maintaining control. Some of you are in chaos, just flowy, no structure, no nothing, right? And you're grounding that energy to a foundation so that you can gain control where you can, right? All of you are meeting in the middle. That's the goal. That's why we've got these twos, this meeting in the middle, this balance. Okay, but that's what you have, this house 6 energy that I talked about earlier. So yeah, let me see. I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, slide it over because some of you, if you can see well enough to read, now you can, it's fine. It is what it is. We talked about it already. So let me pull from this other deck. All right, pile number 1. Pile number 1. Tell me karma, the outcome, blessings coming in for this group. Ooh, like I'm like knocking things over, chaotic shocks. I probably scared some of you really badly just now, but it's okay. It's gonna be fine. Don't overreact. That was actually a test. Very playful energy on my table. It likes to teach lessons that way. But you do have a time for healing. So some of you, you are healing, stepping out of healing, will be healing soon. Sorry, I want to get you back right. Let me get you back. Okay. All right. The Scorpio shaman energy wanted to be seen. All right. Wanted to be seen. Okay. The Scorpion. It's a sign that rules change and transitions, okay? Change and transitions. I just saw the Virgo energy come through 2 times. Okay, this is that group. This is that group. So I got the chaotic wave just now of like almost knocking over everything. And then like I got the shoulder, which I'm not going to act like I don't move awkwardly during these readings, but I seldom get it. I get the shoulder thing where I have the hurt shoulder in the reading. So watch your shoulder, or if you're having issues with that, that's healing, right? That's healing. Those of you that have that, it's like a personal reading. And honestly, I probably should remember every pile that group of you have selected, because like I do not have shoulder issues, but like when that group steps in, I feel it. Like it's like I don't like it. So like if it's something you ignore, definitely don't be ignoring that. But if it's something you know about and like you're healing, then good for you. It's healing. Because if it's stepping into your pile, it's healing, or did, or whatever the thing is. All right. But don't be ignoring that if it's something you're ignoring. Because you can't, it can heal, okay? Especially where you need support for that. Okay, let me get one. There we go. Okay, not 1, 2. And the bottom, you do have it's time to take action. So if what I just talked about is a thing, it's time to take action on that. New moon Aries. Now the great thing I talked about at the beginning, this whole reading, it was shifted out of order. This is like I was supposed to do 3 videos this week. Haha, that number 3. I was supposed to do 3 videos this week. One was a love reading, and then I was gonna do the bird reading so that like it could be like a cycle from last year to this year, because I did it last year this time. in the Aries Libra transit, and then I was gonna like use the skeleton key to open up the thing because we got a solar eclipse coming up. Well, that solar eclipse is the new moon in Aries, so this is like a lot of you, this is real time, regardless of where you fall in the pile, because you got that card. Now we've got new moon in Sagittarius, so it could be something Sagittarius season based, or it could just simply just be Sagittarius energy of, like we talked about, needing to grow, expand, learn, develop, evolve. Talks about spiritual ascension, all of the things, okay? But luck is on your side. This is also confirmation that you are very, very blessed, especially since it says have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon, building up, right? You've got 2 new moons on my table. This talks about just beginning. Whatever you're asking about, whatever era you're stepping into, you feel like, however you're feeling, new moon energy, okay? And then it's 2 fire signs, okay? Just igniting, just getting started. Luck is on your side. Have faith in your dreams. You're only at the waxing crescent stage. You're actually at the new moon stage, stepping into a waxing crescent moon. Like you're not even like, no, you're nowhere near the full moon. You're not anywhere near that, okay? New moon stage, you're developing whatever you're expanding, whatever you're currently expanding on, you're about to step into a waxing crescent, okay? And it's hilarious to me. I'm sorry that this is blurry, but some of you, I have a feeling you're not really watching anyway, you're just listening. Good for you. Doesn't hurt me. Especially if some of you don't know what you're looking at. I heard some of you don't even know what you're looking at. It's fine. Just listen. The best part about the waxing crescent, you stepping into that, is it's going to feel like a full moon to you. That's what's great, because I see luck is on your side. So whatever is about to happen on the lighter side, even on the shadow, it will happen. Not as quickly, but it will. It's going to feel like the luckiest thing. It's going to feel like the best thing, but it's literally just a waxing crescent. I love it. That's so cute. But it is time to take action on something, okay? It definitely is, especially things you've been worried about. It's time to take action. So let me pull from this other deck. The best part about it is, as long as this reading is, I'm on my last 2 decks. So like it's not going to be as long as we thought. It's trending to be normal time. So I love how I always talk about like, oh, I'm not going to rush this energy. I'm not going to rush this energy. And it ends up working out in the time that it needs to work out naturally. You see what I mean about that control issue you have, some of you in that pile? Like you're worried about like, well, I need to control it. I got to keep things organized. I got to stick to my routine. I can't get out of my routine. It's going to throw me off with my time. Well, when you roll with it, sometimes when you fight back against change and shifts and things unexpected things that happen, it actually slows you down more because you're overreacting now. If you would have just rolled with the pivot, you probably would have saved some time, okay? Because when you work against things, it takes longer, okay? That's how accidents happen, I heard. Give me more. Tell me more about my pile number 1. All right. Well, this is exciting. I'm going to see what's at the bottom in a second. Let's see. You've got alchemy. Something's shifting, changing. Look, you got the number 8, like your infinity key. I love it. It's exciting. I'm going to have to like do something with the blinds and all of the things, but it's fine. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemists to perform the miracles of transmutation. So miracles did pop out, right? With luck is on your side and have faith in your dreams. I'm seeing miracles, but what I'm getting is many, many layers, right? That was a huge theme here. Is that my dryer? I think it's my dryer. So things are dry, things are finishing, things are closing. And here it talks about the magic inside of you, remembering who you are, remembering your talents. And when I say remembering, it's not a remembering things, because some of you are remembering things that you used to like, whether in childhood or just in younger days, like things you used to do, hobbies you used to have, talents you used to be really good at, and like you're gonna restart some of those. But a lot of you are just, when we talk about remembrance, it's awakening of things in your soul that you were meant to do in this life. Like some of you are having awakenings like, oh, I'm really good at this. Didn't realize that. Oh, I have this knowledge. When did I get so great at that? When did I learn this thing? Like you have knowledge, you have wisdom, you have skills that you're not even aware of, that you're unlocking. Love it. Look at you, look at you, look at you. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. Okay, so this is gonna be very, very relevant to all of this energy, right? This heavy Mercury energy. Honestly, this feels like crossroads, but healing, your routine, and then we've got that communication energy. So passion, look at you. It's passion. At the bottom of your reset, we had the sacral chakra energy, and alchemy, it's a lot of orange here. So you're going to be very creative. It's a lot of creative energy in you, right? And creative doesn't have to be all artsy. It doesn't have to be all woo-woo. Whatever you are good at, whatever you do, especially if you have different ways of doing it, especially if you have like this unique skills or unique perspective, right? Because we can all do the same thing. Like when I think I mentioned earlier, starting your own business, and people are always like, well, how do I do the thing? I don't have a special niche. Some of you are like, I don't have a niche. Well, I mean, the story is like, okay, selling like t-shirts, right? Well, people are always going to need t-shirts. And like, just because there's a million of them on the market doesn't mean anything. Like people are still successfully selling t-shirts. You know what I mean? I'm using that random example, and it was a random, so some of you here came here, sent me that energy specifically, but like doesn't matter. If you do it your way, it will be successful because it's one, what you're passionate about, and two, you have your own unique energy you put into it, right? Sometimes, especially when people will want to be around you or deal with you simply because they like your energy. Okay? And that's literally the only reason why. And some of you will be successful simply because of that. And I don't think you realize that, especially with that tower of like isolation, whether by choice or by circumstances, stepping out of that into this, you'll be like, oh, people like me. Why? I don't know why that's so funny. I heard the why, because some of you have had some lessons, right? The tower could be, we mentioned imprisonment, but it could also be like truly like health based isolation, I feel, for some of you. And then some of you are just antisocial or just like to be yourself. You're going to step out, you're going to have like people that like you. Look at you. I love it. Because I always encourage y'all to go outside. You know that. I do not spend my time all the time in here doing these readings, just so y'all know. I'm not one of those readers that say, hey, do this, and then do the opposite. That's why even in my routine of me doing this reading is not supposed to be here today. That was not my routine. I shift, I pivot the way I tell you, right? You know, I move with spirit when I'm told to, okay? But passion says, the frequency of passion reminds us that the breath reminds us that, what is that? Beneath? Okay, so instead of breath, I want to say beneath. So something about breathing and beneath will be relevant for some of you. But beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. Okay, so if you get real excited or real emotional, especially in a negative sense, just breathe. That was what that was about. Okay, just breathe sometimes. Okay. Some of you, things are going to change in the best way, and you're being encouraged to breathe because like some of you may not be ready. Like, oh my gosh, right? Moving us from chaos to calm. That's the whole energy we're doing this reading with, from chaos to calm. Okay. All right. Merkaba. All right. It supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of our reality and dimensions. Oh yeah, because I even felt like I forgot to breathe. Work on your breathing. If that is a health-based thing, okay? If the breathing is a health-based thing, obviously do everything you need with the support and the healer, but I do see support and healer showing support towards that. Okay, I do. Okay, I do see support towards the breathing. Okay, but it activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve the highest purpose. Okay, it talks about unlocking knowledge, unlocking aspects of yourself that you weren't aware of. Okay, that's what it talks about. Same vibe. So because I don't want to fill up the table, let's just put it. It's fine. I was gonna like put it off to the side, but we don't have to. I can put it here because I'm like, I don't know why I felt like I wasn't done because I am. I'm on my last deck now. All right, intuition. Follow your intuition. Okay. Let's close it out. So just to wrap it up, many layers that you can't see. You're unlocking aspects of yourself that you're not familiar with in the best way, in the worst way too, so that you can heal it, clear it, and be better. You have shocks coming in. Shadow side could be for the worst, but for the most part, I'm seeing where that's just clearing of baggage to push you to these new moons where you can really build yourself up. I say build yourself up. Some of you where you're willy-nilly finding the routine to help build yourself up, but you will be supported, whether we're talking about community, spiritual support, or both, to really get where you want to go. And on the lighter side, you have something that's going to be a little bit surprising, that's exciting in the best way, that's going to feel like really lucky, really fortunate, really blessed for you, but it's only like the tip of the iceberg. That's what I've got. Okay, that's what I've got. Passion is here at the bottom again, something that's going to bring you a lot of passion. So then what's incoming for you is passion. You're going to feel a lot of passion very, very soon. Okay, let me get my advice. Prioritizing health and wellness, right? You are protected though, okay? Your advice is to move like you know you're safe. I hate to say it like that, but because it's true. Like, because some of you don't feel like you're safe, and it could be whatever the history of that isolation is. I don't know, but you are protected. Feel protected. Lay protection if necessary. But Elixir of Life talks about like one going outside. Like I said, for some of you where you don't at all go sometimes at least. But Elixir of Life talks about a new moon, a new start on life, new beginning, right? One of the first lines I always remember, it talks about life being short. Participate, right? Participate. And I'll let you see the book in a second, but I want to tell you what's coming in, and then we'll get the book and close it out with both. Okay, so what's incoming for my pile number one, my infinity key. Maybe something that's been a long time coming. I'll take both of these. So here's what I got to tell you. Some of you, the way that came out, it's been something you've been waiting for, and it will take a while. And when it comes in, you have to take it. Okay? It's not going to just land in your lap. Okay? Like, you're going to have to take some sort of action with this card. Some of you, this is past. Because obviously present and coming is what I just said. It's past. It's not going to come. You may wait, and realize you have to grab it. You have to act in some way, okay? That's what I've got, okay? So let me, especially when you awaken and realize something about yourself. I don't know, because that's what this card talks about. So what's coming in? Concealment, navigation. Okay. Concealment talks about, okay, that's why we talk about this is exactly going outside, getting what you want, take action energy. This card talks about taking off your mask and not being guarded, right? Like moving like you're protected, knowing you're protected and safe. It talks about taking your mask off, and navigation talks about moving, the road, choosing a path, heading towards something. Okay. So what's incoming is you taking off your mask and moving towards something. Also, something you don't see coming towards you in the best way. And it could be both. Like, you know what I mean? Like you taking off your mask and heading out, like that 3 of Wands, puts you in a position of something like you stepping into a world that you don't expect, or connections that you don't expect. That's what I see. Okay. All right. I'm going to put these here. I'm going to see what's at the bottom, and we'll get the book. I'll let you look at the book, and then we'll close it out. Well, I almost dropped this. Banish a curse. Look at it. I love it. You're closing the cycle for real because you're banishing a curse. So what's coming in is you stepping out of whatever self-imposed or external circumstance-based tower, okay? And really getting things going in the best way. I love it. So let me put this here. Banish a curse also talks about, and it could be literal for those of you where that it applies to your religion, but it also could be simply healing from your health, because there's a lot of healer elixir of life where we're talking about health and wellness, whether we're talking about mental, physical health, that's going away. Okay, so don't worry about it. Do what you need to do. Follow the steps and the routine. Pay attention, right, to the details. Don't hyperfixate on them, but pay attention to details and the steps and the routine and the regimen you're given to heal. Okay, and then you'll feel very passionate and full of life very, very soon in a way that you don't even see coming. Okay, but something you need to pursue, something you need to go out and do, go out and get. Okay, that will even further help you, because again, taking off a mask and navigating towards what you want. Okay, and in turn finding something you don't see coming. So let me elixir of life. Well, navigation wants to be seen first. That's interesting. Maybe that's the one. Maybe that's the one thing. We're not going to read the book for all of this. I've been told navigation is the one card you need to see. It's time to tap into your innate navigation system and plan your trip. Determine where you're heading and imagine a final destination where you see yourself at peace. After all, even the best GPS wouldn't do you any good if you don't know the address. Determine where you are right now in life. Clarify your vision. Check what attitudes will help you along the way. Forming a new healthy habit doesn't come easily, but you can prevail with a strong will and determination. And this card symbolizes finding your calling and purpose in life. And it says, this is my goal. Now, they got y'all. So this is that group where they're really wanting you to emphasize, they really wanted me to emphasize, stop trying to be God with this card, and also trust where the universe is taking you, where God is taking you, your spirit guides are taking you, because you don't need faith if you know what's going on. I've said this before, I feel. Faith is literally you moving without knowing what's going on. That's this group, okay? So do what you can and release what you can't. You're going to be supported regardless. But it also talks about striving towards your goal, okay? Doing what you can do. Doing what you feel called to do, how you feel called to do it, without overreacting, hyperfixating, and questioning, like, oh, this doesn't make any sense. Why would I do that? I shouldn't do that. Well, I tell you guys to deviate and pivot all the time, okay? Because, for example, like you're driving and you're like, I feel like I should go a different way, or you go a different way and you avoid collision. You know what I mean? Things like that. Trust your intuition. Trust your instincts, okay? Trust where you're being called to navigate and pivot. Okay, because it's not always for the worst. Sometimes you're being led somewhere better. All right. I'm not done. Look at me. Look at me. So there is a deck. I'm like wondering why I thought I wasn't done. I said it a few minutes ago. I have a deck that's hiding under the book. I put it under this book. See? That's the lesson. This is a group. You're hyperfixating on the details. You're missing something critical. Because you're not following your instincts, you're not following your intuition, or you're overreacting in some way. Because before I even had my first cards, remember, I was like, I'm gonna need this book. I'm gonna need this book. And I said, this pile wants to see the book. Well, by me overreacting, grabbing this book, I literally hit the deck that was supposed to be before your advice. So you missed critical information almost because you were so fixated on one specific aspect. You took so much time on that 1, 2 cards that you missed the other ones that were passing you by. That's a lesson. But it is a new day. So I'm going to pull and see what we missed. This isn't advice, but these are just details regarding what you needed. Some of you, you're delaying your healing. You're slowing down your healing. You're blocking your healing. Because this is, this is the healing oracle. Ooh, there it is. Don't overreact to me shifting and pivoting. I'm close to everything because I like to be close to everything when I'm reading, so it's easier for me to grab. Earlier, remember when I dropped everything? We got a message that we were missing a deck. See that? We got a message that we were missing this deck. When I slid everything over, and this, if you don't believe me, we've got the psychic here under it in reverse. Like you're not going to get the message you need. Psychic in reverse is not seeing clearly, not getting a message clearly because we're missing a deck. And I also forgot to say, they're not going to let me forget anything important now. That's why I don't like to rush the energy. If I take my time with it, they won't let me forget what's important. In that navigation, it talks about seeing things clearly. If health is regarding your eyes, your eyesight, your ability to see, do what you're being told to do. It's going to be fine. Like literally fine. Don't worry about it. Because that was psychic in the reverses can't see, especially when we talk about the eyes from a, I hate to say it like that because I don't want people to overreact and not do what doctors say, but some of you are like clearing energy, especially in your third eye. So it could be giving you headaches and like issues with vision. Do what the doctor says, right? Like as you work and try to do what you need to do in spirit, do what you're supposed to be doing physically from a healing perspective to support you there, okay? In any ailment, any health ailment. Because even if it comes from spirit down to the 3D, you still have to have 3D treatments for a 3D body. Got it. So, okay, because some of you may have difficulty with that. And I don't want y'all to ever take what I say like, oh, you know, that's in spirit. Because this is a pile of like isolation and not wanting to do the 3D things. Go do the 3D things, please. I really want you to do. But let me see what this deck has to say because it's a very important message that we almost missed. There's the throat thing. I'm talking too much, or some of you, your issue is the throat. Don't worry about it. Again, you're gonna be fine. Let me see. Well, navigation. So, taking off a mask, headed towards something, will lead to forgiveness and abundance. So whether that's forgiveness that you need, because again, that could be a result, that energy at the beginning could be the result of something unfavorable, like shadow traits. We talk about forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of others, as well as leading to more abundance, okay? All right. I love this. So the key, some of you have guilt. You have to heal, okay? Others of you, I heard, have shame regarding whether it's guilt for what you've done or guilt for what you've allowed. That's the way to word it. Gotta let it go. Oh yeah, I'm talking too much. Some of you have issues with your throat chakra because you may have felt silent. Ooh, you felt silence. Got it. You're healing, okay? Or you have, and that forgiveness of yourself, because forget about other people, that forgiveness of yourself is opening you up to a lot of abundance, okay? All right, well, struggle is here. So here's the thing. I wanted to say that you may be seeing repeating 313, but like you may genuinely be seeing repeating 2s and 3s because you got 23 and 32 here, okay? But like forgiveness for any struggle, whether it's self-imposed or external circumstances or other people or whatever it is. Forgiveness regarding any struggles lead to abundance. This I know, okay? This I know, and I said it at 1 hour, 3 minutes, 13 seconds of your pile. Look at you. Look at you. I love it. So my lovely, lovely pile number ones, I'm being told to split this New Orleans Oracle deck so you can just see one of the cards. I'll let you take it, and then I'm closing it out because this actually did end up being longer. But you needed it, and it's going to be great. So right here, ha 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 ha. Need to be told things multiple times. Companionship. You need companionship. Whether we're talking about spirit guides, whether we're talking about religion, friends, mentors, all the things we've been talking about. You need companionship. Okay, I love it, love it, love it. So I'm closing it out. That is all I have for you today, pile number one. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number two, my red skeleton key. For those of you that are new, I'll tell you in a second how we do things, but energy did channel, and I don't know, it's a chaotic energy, for better, for worse, but like something's about to be flipped upside down. Again, for better, for worse. I don't want to scare anybody, but like, I don't know, it's about to be flipped upside down, or you need to flip something upside down so you can see it clearly. I'm also hearing that making space or not having enough space, needing more space. Okay, like you need to make space for something. I don't know what that is. It's gonna be different for all of you. When I get these vague messages, it will, like, honestly, the way that it's intended and the way that it channels, I know that if you're open and you listen, it will trigger what it's actually talking about when you hear it. Okay, but things are about to flip. Okay, or you need to flip, or what I said, and it could be all of the above. Okay, so yeah, for those of you that are new, I read past, present, and incoming energy, and I read from a polarity, which means there's a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. Yes, you can pick multiple times. Yes, you can be various aspects of the same pile. Okay, again, you just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. So let's get into what will be revealed, what you need to know, the karma, the outcome. That's the title, but whatever comes through, because these are general messages, we're gonna take, again, something will ground soon. Something's gonna ground, okay? Oh, the good thing is, I saw the house, but you have the snake. The snake desperately wanted to be seen, okay? I honestly got a blank, so we're gonna get the book because I'm not sure, so we'll take it. Number 7 could be relevant. All right, went straight to the page. Okay, the snake is captivating, beautiful. Okay, can be deceptive, dangerous, and distracting. Every snake won't kill you, but don't estimate that even a small bite may still sting quite a bit. And beyond those harmless snakes, there are hidden snakes that maliciously prey on innocence, ignorance, and desires in the worst ways. Those are the ones in the grass that you must be mindful of. So stay alert and never get cornered, because at this time, both flexibility and agility will be necessary to outsmart this trickster. At the same time, we must give the snake credit where it's due. To be able to deceive well, you must be smart. The snake is an omen of wisdom and guidance, as it offers the aura of forbidden truths. There are times that the snake card isn't about deception and danger, but rather to simply disclose something hidden. You may not like it, but it is the truth. Stay flexible in both thought and action. Well, I'm not really that worried about that energy. Let me tell you why. Because I'm a bit chaotic, and I came into this reading knowing that this is crossroad chaotic energy. So the snake, past, present, and coming, again, it could be any of those things we talked about. It could be enemies, right? Hidden or direct. It could also be the wisdom, right? The cunning nature that you have. But I did say something's about to flip. So where we talk about snakes, As these are general messages, if this is you or if this is people around you, like something's about to flip. I channeled it and I did say for better for worse. So I don't know what that's gonna imply, but you just take it as it resonates. I mean, it's a really chaotic energy. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, it is a red key, right? It is a red key. So let me see. Tell me. All right. I love this energy. I love these readings just because I know like people that are new. It's like, oh, okay, look at her. She's like, the energy is channeling for real. Yes, it is. So, number 33, the key. Okay. Energy is going to be very prominent. So like, I feel like yeah, I mean, if you feel like called to pile 3, go for it. But like, the key, I love that the key came out in your reading. Yeah, I mean, I said if you feel called to pile 3, go to. I don't want to send everybody there. I hate that. But if you're not worried about it, don't worry about it. Or like if you're like, I don't feel yet, maybe wait till later. Some of you, that key may be your key in the future, or maybe it's your past key. I don't know, but like it's a key and a lock. Like, you know, the continent is a lock. So maybe. But we got that snake, and now we've got the key. So clarity, understanding. Some of you, the snake is the key to something. I don't know, but that's what I heard. I'm going to get the book because the energy here is, I mentioned chaotic, so I'm not going to pretend to just know everything that's coming through me. I don't pretend to know anything. I just tell you what comes through me. Because I'm not that kind of a reader. Okay. One of the best cards in the deck, it represents something major as it is key and important to unlocking mysteries, destinies, and freedoms. This is a card of answers as it illuminates the revelations that act as a catalyst to bring forth truth and success in a situation or union. Also representing important events, meetings, and relationships, the key card tends to show us both karmic connections and resolutions to our disconnections, for it is destiny that is hidden behind the lock. And it will be this key that will open it up and liberate your life. Well, things about to flip, for better, for worse. And the combination of that and the snake, it feels like something's going to be revealed very, very soon, or has been, or you're realizing something now, okay? But this is a pile of huge revelations. That's why you got the chaotic flip, right? Needing the flips, like something chaotic may be happening, for better, for worse. And even in the shadow, quote unquote, it's not. I'm telling you it's not. It's literally the key to unlocking lots of things, okay? So like I said, it just depends on where you fall in the pile, how it will feel. But even on the shadow, it's like unlocking so much, okay? So let me see who's at the bottom. The writer, a whole new journey with the writer. Got it. So some of you are excited and watch all the piles. Thank you. I'll let you see what the writer is about. It is the first card. So why not? Look, all of the instructions. Some of you are going to get some instructions, okay? Look out, goddess. Passionate and speedy writer is on her way. Okay, talks about passion, change, news. Talks about news. If in the recent past you feel you've been experiencing delays, setbacks, or blockages, that time is over and forward movement is rapidly approaching. Oh yeah, I love this for this group. Because even the shadow, because I'm leading with that one because the shadow is exceptionally positive. It just may be, I don't know, either shocking, surprising. You may realize you have, because the snake talks about you realizing your shadow traits, where you may be a snake and or where you have snakes around you, okay? I'm be honest with you, with the key, it feels like most of you, it's a combination of both, but I do get a dominant energy of like things are about to flip and the birds are out there singing. Like it just feels like snakes around you. Because if you have snake tendencies, especially those of you with snake tendencies, you likely attract that to you, right? And I'm not like naming you, and I'm not going to make this that kind of a reading, but I just want to bring that out. Or historically, like when you have, ooh, I'm talking too much. It's the truth. If you had that energy, then obviously that's your group. That's what you associate with. And even if you don't, because I did get the book did mention being prey to that energy. I mean, there's a key, there's a rider. Okay. So I'm just seeing a flipping of energy, for better, for worse. Okay, look at you. All right, so let me pull from the tarot. Pile number 2. Tell me. What's the outcome? Lessons coming in for my pile number 2. Oh, okay. Should I just get the third one? Because I feel like I some of you, because this is a pile so far. News, messages. You're going to realize some things about yourself. You're going to realize some things about other people. But I'm getting a strong instance of hearing things about other people as well. Like I got that from those two, like reading those two cards together. And I got 1, 2, and then I like I didn't get scared, but the word I heard was scared and stopped. So like you may get 1, 2, and then boom, you get scared and stop. I don't know. Especially if you're doing something you have no business. I don't know, some of you that could be the case. But like 1, 2, and then when I got to 3, I paused. And now I'm going to just, yeah, look at that. Holding yourself back. Now, I'm not making this a shadow pile, but if you are the shadow, like 1, 2, stopping, right? Holding yourself back. On the lighter side, it was 1, 2, holding yourself back. Like withdrawing, stopping yourself from progressing in the best way. Like, so you were growing, and then you stop for whatever reason, and the universe is like, absolutely not. This is not where we stagnate. This is not where we stay. And then you move. And I say that because like I got a whiff of like the energy is like 1, 2, like did this, did that. Yeah, I'm good. Got what I want. And the universe is like, what do you mean? Like it was an energy of, I don't want to say settling because that's too narrow, right? Like because it could be a general, I don't know what it is, but like some of you are holding yourself back, were holding yourself back in something, could be anything, and it's like, this is not where you stagnate. So let me get this other card, and then we'll look at them both. It's incoming, okay, and then we'll take the bottom. So upright, maturing, incoming. Upright, Goddess of Swords, maturing, 2 of Wands. So Goddess of Swords and 2 of Wands talks about planning, like having your head, like in your mind, kind of knowing exactly what you're doing and how you're doing it. And like I mentioned, like this is where I'm at, this is what I'm doing, this is how it's going to go, right? Because the Goddess of Swords is a kind of a bit of a cold, rigid energy. It's a highly intelligent energy. In a shadow sense, it could be an over-analysis, right, of something, right? Overestimating something, right? Because the 2 of Wands here is a manifestation card, right? It's a pearl. It's the world being created, orchestrating in a way that you can't even see how much better it could be, right? Because Queen of Swords doesn't have any passion. The Queen of Swords is cold. This is all about like communicating and knowledge and just knowing stuff and just being where you are. There's no passion. There's no fulfillment. It's just, sitting there, and then this is my plan. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm creating, and this is how it is. And then that was a maturation of that. Actually, the maturation of the 2 of Wands talks about a lack of creativity a little bit, or having created all you can, right? Reaching the end of a journey and not moving beyond it, right? Self-restraint in that 8 of Swords we saw, just holding yourself back beyond in something that's done, that is not, there's no more growth, there's no more development. That's what I've got. Some of you got that waking. Yeah, Daughter of Pentacles is an opportunity for more, okay? An opportunity for more. A key, a rider, an opportunity for more. So wherever historical, current, incoming, shift, flipping, right? Flipped, it's for more. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but Daughter of Pentacles is an offer of more, literally on a material sense. So let me see. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles is community-based energy. Here it talks about balancing the scales, but it's a card of charity. It's a card of getting what you need, and being able to reciprocate that. Like it talks about collective spaces, right? Like the original depiction is like outside of a church, donations outside of a church, right? Kind of a vibe. Not saying that's a literal thing, but that's the analogy of being somewhere where you can be supported, something that feeds into your creativity, something that helps you grow, evolve mentally and spiritually. That's where you are. Whatever you are doing, we're doing, is stale. It's dry. And that's why energy was so chaotic, and I stepped into it. I was like, oh, let's shake this up. That's what the energy, it was, let's shake this up. And I'm like, okay, why is it? Because it was boring. It was a boring energy I stepped into. I'm not gonna lie. So, all right, and so boring that you don't even realize you got snakes, vultures around you. Not saying that's current energy, like whatever it was, like because the writer has a key, right? If you're in it, you know you're in it. You like, I hate to say it because it doesn't feel like if it's incoming, you're already like low on energy and lacking fulfillment and passion. Like this is a pile of it being very still, not happy. It could be chaotic in the worst way, but I get more of a stale, dry vibe, like not fulfilled, just dry and boring. I don't know. I really don't know what that's, but that's the energy. And it's like, oh no, we got to flip this around because you're stabilizing. You're not, and stabilizing in a worse way, like stagnating. Okay. That's the message. So I don't know what we're talking about, but when I split the deck, you got mutable. So it could very well be a union of some, because you got union, because this was at the bottom, right? Conjunction, a union, merging, coming together. And then we've got closing a cycle. So it could be ending a relationship, could be professional, could be community-based, could be any group, it could be any relationship. But that's what I got, okay? So let me, and expanding and growing. Let me see. Tell me more about this pile 2 spread. Skeleton key. Yeah, I did see Aries. It says independence, bravery, passion. I mentioned the passion. I mentioned the need for passion. Aries is ascendant, I, me energy. Okay, we do have so that eclipse that's coming up, right? So I said it at the beginning, and I said it in the last pile, but this is not, I'm doing this reading maybe even a week before I'm supposed to in my planning of it. I had to shift, I had to pivot because the energy stepped in very prominently. Crossroad energy stepped in very prominently, like, oh no, you're not going to do this like this. You're going to do this way. And I'm like, okay, sure. Because the reality is I was going to do a love reading, and then I was going to do the bird reading to close that cycle from last year that I started that. And then I was going to do this reading. And I'm like, okay, I'll switch it, because why not? Because that's what I'm supposed to do. And it's working out well. So I say that because I was always going to do this before that eclipse. But apparently you need it at least like almost a week before the eclipse. Because I'm going to, when I upload it, it'll be Wednesday on the 3rd, I think. And then it'll give you a few days to watch it before the eclipse actually happens in my time, Monday. Now, if you're watching this in a timeless sense, don't worry about it. Don't get lost on the times. The time periods I'm referencing and that are in the description box may be pivotal moments for you. And they may actually help you determine past, present, incoming, right? But for the reality is, when you find these messages, they're for you in some way, okay? Now, again, Aries, I, me. How I present myself to the world, right? Who I am, myself versus my relationships, right? The Aries Libra axis is all about your relationships, your connections with people, your identity versus how you collaborate and partner in all senses of that meaning, okay? Now, Gemini, okay, it talks about communication, okay, it talks about early childhood and development, early education, right? Like younger, when you're educated in school at younger ages, okay? So curiosity, intellect, and networking, okay? I actually heard it rules siblings. So when we talk about this energy, we talk about how do you connect with other people versus how you identify as yourself. That's the theme. That's the thing. So I'm going to pull more cards, but that's going to be a huge theme in what's going on. Okay? I don't know why, but I know the writer and the key talks about awareness and discovery in something. Okay? Like everything is about you realizing things about yourself, you realizing things about other people in the best ways, in the worst ways. Okay? All right. Especially if you've been doing so since the full moon eclipse. Some of you, the full moon eclipse may have made some revelations. That was a couple of weeks ago, week ago, because full moon eclipse was full moon in Libra, okay? And so you're very close to achieving some sort of a goal. If you're on the shadow side of this pile, there's a lot of baggage that needs to clear first. Whatever your goals are, whatever you want to be, how you want to be, hoping to achieve, there's a lot of stuff that has to clear before you can get there. On the lighter side of the pile, this is your past. Things have cleared. You're stepping out into something amazing. Okay, it may feel like a donation to you, right? You may feel like some of you are called to make some sort of an offering. I've not noticed that that's what that card means before. Some of you are called to make an offering religiously. Okay? Like from a religious perspective, and I'm not talking about just woo-woo and all of the things, because all of you Abrahamic faiths, some of you y'all do offerings and stuff like that. Some of you need to make an offering of some kind. Doesn't have to be exceptionally grand, but some sort of an offer, especially since you got that Page of Pentacles. You need to make an offer that's going to really help you, okay? Don't do it because it's going to help you, but an offering that you're called to make, you've been called to make, from a religious perspective specifically, or even if not, like when we talk about donations, it's going to activate something, okay? That's what you're called to do, okay? All right, so what was I talking about? Look at me. I don't even know what's going on. I don't know. Something about, like, once you do the offering, you're not going to have to worry about it anymore, because I don't even know what I was talking about. What was I talking about? It deviated me to that offering, and I don't remember what was going on. Well, I mean, that's like, let me see what's going on here. That was really important. So if you don't remember anything else, that what I just, if you, especially if you were already thinking of doing it or like feeling it, that's what you need to do. All right. That's what you need to do. So what was I talking about? Well, new point. Clearing it all. There's a lot of baggage. Clear it. It's in the way. Once you clear it, whatever offering you make, let it go, move on, and whatever comes from this deck is brand new. I don't mean to be loud. I'm so sorry. A new romantic cycle begins. Well, let's talk about it, because yeah, it could be literal, and it is. Especially when we talk about a lot of you having those endings to those connections that you're clinging to, where it's still. I can't help you with that if I'm being honest, but maybe go to church. I'm so serious. Where it's convoluted, okay? I said it because I know a lot of you here are Abrahamic faith. Those of you that are not, you don't need me to tell you what to do. You're gonna do it anyway. But a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. Okay, Aries, Libra axis, what we just talked about, the whole I versus community, I versus partnerships, I versus my relationship thing, like having an identity outside of your partnerships, your clubs, and all of the things. That's the thing. And I feel like this new moon in Libra here talks about a new partnership, a new contract, a new romantic connection. So if you make a religious offering of any kind, that's going to lead you to where you want to go, again, in terms of your partnerships, professionally, community-based, and romantic. And I'm clearing energy. Some of you need to make sure you take space and heal. Maybe that's why I'm telling you to make a religious offering. That's probably just the way to get you into the religious home. I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. Because some of you may be that way. And I'm not like forcing y'all to be religious, because it's not that big of a deal to me as a person, but I do channel these messages, and that's what it says. So yeah, that's what it's saying. But you're gonna get what you want in terms of partnerships, collaborations, business deals, relationship wise, if you do what you're supposed to do in that sense. Offering, some of you, the offering may literally be interacting with whatever the partnership could be, like initiating that, because Aries is these are both cardinal initiating energies actually. So initiating that contact may actually be what you're being encouraged to do, where it's something you were already thinking of doing. Or if you didn't think of it before, flipping your perspective and seeing how that may make sense, right? Being very active and initiating as it relates to offers, collaborations, pursuit. That's what I got, because the Gemini is communication. All right. And the key is kind of having what you need to get things done. Okay. What do you need to release? I mentioned that waning moon, clearing things out so that you can have these things. Okay. Clearing things out so that you can have these things. Releasing so that you can receive. Releasing so that you can receive. So when I mention like making the offering or whatever, sometimes half of that is going, just purge, like clearing whatever off of you so that you can receive. Release to receive. Release, because you don't have to be the giver here all the time. You can be the receiver, right? You can receive what you need. You can receive your blessings. You can receive your support, but you have to clear it, okay? Or you have cleared it, right? Or are clearing it. So let me get this other deck. Tell me more about my pile number to my red key. The flip is to release, okay? In the shadow sense. That's very clear. In the lighter sense, the flip is to receive, but there's no releasing, right? So the flip in the shadow is to release. The flip in the lighter is to receive. Or may be relevant, okay? Because it's two sides. It's always a polarity. It's a release, then it's a receive. It's like, okay, clean out the house, bring new stuff. Got it? Got it. All right, let me get this card. Tell me more. And that's why I forgot what I was talking about when I got this energy, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter after you release, right? Once you release, it's all new stuff. It's all new energy. It's all new situations, experiences, people, whatever it is. It's all new. So you don't have to remember because it's gone. Now, you want the wisdom of the snake. I was going to say serpent. You still want that wisdom, but like you don't need the baggage. Okay, that's what I got. This is a pile of releasing baggage, and that's why it's so chaotic. It's like, oh no, we're throwing it all away. This is a pile of just giving away all of your stuff. I don't know why that's a thing. Allowance, number 9. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way. Yeah, giving away all your stuff. I'm not saying to do that. Do not do that. Okay? But like it does. Whatever comes your way. Just being free without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, with emphasis on the word allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. When you roll with what God is doing, things do what they're supposed to do. Okay? When you roll with the universe, you roll with it. It happens as it should. This is a heart space pile with all of the green. Okay? That makes sense. I can see that. This is the heart chakra. So it says the frequency of the heart chakra supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. Oh, yeah. Okay. Some of you in this pile, this is a releasing of pain, trauma, possibly bitterness, because the heart space holds a lot of resentment. And I got that with the serpent because... right? Like it talks about, like, that's why I was wondering, like, why is that so prominent? I've never gotten that prominently over here on the right side. And it's like, well, you have to clear that. You have to release that so you can allow, right, messages, knowledge, communication to come in that will better serve you. And like community goods, donations, whatever it is you actually need will come in, right? Whatever support or knowledge or whatever will come in. That's the vibe of this pile. Look at you. But clearing of your heart space, literally clearing of your heart space. Heart chakra is ruled by the element of air. Gemini is an air sign. Libra is an air sign. So clearing of that, okay? Look at you. I love that. So you're getting a clearing of your heart space. Because this is, I'm looking at those decks over there. I may pull from the love side because this is a pile that like feels like that's a thing. I may pull. So let me pull from these other decks first. Then I'll pull and see what's going on there. Yeah, they're telling me to pull from the love decks. You see what happened? What's this? Transform. Some of you are clinging. Let it go. Because transform came out reverse on a new romantic cycle begins. So yeah, you're not open. It's especially where we're talking about call to action. So a new romantic cycle begins. You're not open to new connections. And when I say that, it doesn't mean like break up with whoever you're dealing with and then jump into something immediately. I would never encourage that. That is never the thing to do. If you're in something transitioning, it's saying you're blocking what's supposed to come into you next by avoiding the transition, especially where you're bored. And I say bored, that's like the wrong word, where it's stale and it's not benefiting anyone, where it's not good, right? Anything that's not good, you're blocking what could be good, where you will get the support, the love, and nurturing you deserve in a connection. Any connection, whether we're talking about like professional, I'm talking too much. Some of y'all not ready for the message. It's fine. Come back when you are. But we talk about this being a blockage where we're talking about transitioning out of something, but also if this is past, they're telling you to clear your heart space so that you're not blocking your blessing in terms of incoming connections, of community, of, you know, partnerships, of romance, because a lot of you are blocking incoming energy. That's what they're telling you. You're blocking it, okay? Or have been, okay? Because you got transform and reverse, so you're resistant, okay? All right, so what's at the bottom? Yeah, they're in order. All of this green, because you got two green ones, they're both, so obviously this is circular, so there's no way everything is in reverse. Like, it's not even realistic, right? It's not realistic, but you got a lot of reversals here. So transform in reverse, 36, 37, we talk about steps, and be. So being is just simply existing, just allowing, right? To be is to allow, and that's not the space you're in, right? That's not your space, the space you're in. So you're learning how to just be, how to transform, how to allow. That's a theme, okay? That's a theme. Okay. Well, my last two decks are the Healing Oracle and my advice one. So I am going to pull not from, it's looking at me, so I feel like I need to just at least split it. Yeah, you need passion. You need passion, okay? Like you're being called towards passion. All right. Especially those of you where you want a family, a happy one at least. Let me move this deck because I wanted, oh, they fancy. They want me to grab the other one. Communication is actually at the bottom here, which is Gemini. So something about communication as well as telepathy. So I don't know. Okay, so before I even get from this deck, since it wanted to speak, you and this partner may be on the same page, for better, for worse. Those of you that are transitioning out, the call is to go where you can be supported. Community, family, because I saw family, community, family, okay? Community, family, I keep saying it. Go where you can be supported as you transition, especially out of something romantic, okay? Because it's here, okay? Go where you can be supported as you release and clear your heart space, okay? And allow and just release so that you can transform and heal so that you're ready for the next cycle. The next cycle is going to have all of the same partnerships, because I feel like some of you where it's romantic, you may not even realize like you're being pushed somewhere, which makes me feel like you're, I'm talking too much. And I'm glad I grabbed this deck. It slowed me down. So the love deck actually slowed me down. You see how that works? for better, for worse, it slowed me down. So whatever slows you down. I say that because I feel like this pile is being called, and I can't even get it out now because it's like, it's really hard on my throat. So work on your throat chakra as well, and speaking and communicating effectively what you need, especially to community, when we talk about community, possibly religious spaces and family. You may be at a loss for words, or have been, I don't know, because the energy all of a sudden, like I can't think. The people around you may not be the best, okay? The people around you may not be the best, because as soon as I stepped into an energy that's talking about that, I got foggy, I can't think, and I ramble, I do, but I always know what I'm talking about. But like I lost, like my brain got foggy, I couldn't think, I couldn't see, nothing's clear. So you may not even realize it's not just the partner, or wasn't just the partner, it's the space. It's the serpents around, anything surrounding that person. So I'm not going to say cut it off, but I would just, it's telling you to go. I'm not even going to lie. When you tell people to go to their religious home, it's like a call home just in general. Some of you are being told, go home. Go home. Okay? That's what you're being told. Okay? Don't double down. Okay? Go home. Got it. Because telepathy and communication here. Yeah, I lost it because that shadow stepped in. It made me sad because I could see the shadow very prominently, where you're stagnating in the something that's transitioning, or something that needs to transition, or is where you're feeling chaotic. Just go to home, whatever that is for you. And then we've got that side where it is, maybe this is historical, or maybe a similar energy was historical. This new romantic cycle, these new partnerships and all the things will align with who you are. Okay? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If you're in confusion, it's the people around you. I hate to say it like that, but some of you, like where it's a lot of confusion, especially where we're talking about partnerships, like with like a romantic partner, it's all of the people. So like, for example, if you're like going through something chaotic, like a chaotic divorce, and you're dealing with this person's family, friends, I'm not saying to leave it alone, but this pile probably should leave it alone. Like your family, your home, like where you went, you need to go where you came from. You get what I'm saying? That's this group. Okay? And I always make sure I prioritize messages like that, because honestly, it could even be a safety thing. I'm not saying that it is, but like when you got people around that don't have your best interest in mind, the best thing is always to remove yourself. So I feel like this is an energy of leaving people alone. Like when you have friends that were this partner's friends, or you're dealing with this person's family members, like people you met through this person, leave that alone. Okay? Leave that alone. Now, what was I talking about on the lighter side of this group? I can't find it. Because that was, things are flipping, and they will continue to flip until it's the best, right? Because once you clear that, right, releasing, you have so much coming in. You actually currently have support you don't even realize, okay? You have support you don't even realize, okay? And then we talk about the lighter side of the pile. You still need to clear whatever it is you're clearing. You clear it because it's slowing you down, okay? Something about this pile is slowing you down, especially when we talk about romantic connections that are incoming, because this deck wanted to speak, and I got so confused when I started picking up this deck. So where it's confusing, it's not for you. Where there's a lot of confusion, where it's a lot of chaos, it is not for you. All right? So let me ground and tell me what we need to know from this left deck. So okay, so what's coming in? We're releasing once the release happens, because I don't want this to double down on the go home. Yeah. The what's coming in will be amazing. Got harvest and enchanted love, okay? But you have to get out of where you are, if that's current, and then get beyond whatever releasing and clearing of the heart space, whatever stagnation, limitation, or fear of community, partnerships, love you have as a result, okay? Let me get it. All right, my pile twos. This is a great pile, by the way. I promise. Let me see. All right. Forgive and heal. As you forgive and heal, your love life becomes brighter and healthier. Past, present, and coming. Yeah, leaving it alone. Releasing, healing, moving beyond it puts you here in this new romantic cycle, in this new community cycle, where you are very powerful in your identity, where you know who you are, what you like, what you want, where you're thriving, where you're making money. Because I even I see opportunities that seem like they fall into your lap here, where we talk about that, okay? And it will feel like it's just, you're not going to believe it because it's going to be so easy, because this feels like a history possibly of chaos, or possibly, and when I say chaos, it doesn't have to be external. It could be internal, where people make you feel like you're not stable, right? Because this feels like a pile where somebody's been messing with your mind. I don't like that. We got the snake, right? Manipulation, mind games, okay? And I'm like, I know I sound funny. That's what happens as I step into the energy and I'm trying to clear it. Because, yeah, it's a heavy throat energy, okay? And not being able to say what you want, or not knowing what you're talking about because you don't have all of the facts, right? Like when you are fed misinformation, right? When you're fed misinformation, when people play mind games with you, when people manipulate you, make you feel crazy, you can't speak your truth because you don't even know what it is. That's what's going on with this pile, or has, okay? So you're fine, okay? Will be, are now, because I don't like, this is a heavy manipulated energy, okay? And yes, there is a side of you where that is because that's your energy and it was just matched, right? We did have telepathy, you were mirroring with someone or people, right? But there's also a group of you where you just were like, you never stood a chance, poor thing, you did. All right, well, we do okay. Well, listen, moving on to this lighter side of the pile. For now, the shadow needs to kind of detach and let the flip happen, okay? The lighter side of the pile, this is not that kind of reading. Y'all all over the place. I knew this was a chaotic pile. So I'm struggling with my breathing, okay? I am a little bit now. So forgive and heal, sexual healing. If you are detached from romantic partners, or if you have trauma in this way, you're being called to address it, whether via therapy or whatever, where we talk about trauma. But some of you just have emotional trauma with the heart space, and you're being called to clear that, heal, like forgive and heal where you have issues, because we have sexual healing on the table. Where you are being called to make sure you're open to any potential incoming connection you're called to. Doesn't have to be right this moment, but you will be called to a romantic connection at some point in the relatively near future, right? Like because I never look beyond like a year, okay? So within the next year, you're gonna have an opportunity, or have, yeah, incoming or current, because I got the two, where you are already beyond the releasing, okay? Where there's no attachments, but like you may still have lingering heart space that needs to be clearing, or lingering trauma. You're being told to like do what you need to do to clear it, to step into where you're meant to step into, okay? And that's not just romantic. We talk about partnerships and community, because it could be one or all of the above. What's this? You got a past life relationship coming in, or current. And now I'm going to pull, since we're talking about heavy healing, you got healed twice. You got healed twice. You do. This is a pile of healing. So you are healing, are being called to start healing, or you are being told you've healed and it's okay to open up. But I'm going to use this romantic healing, and we're going to pull from that, and then I'm going to close it out with your advice. So this eclipse, maybe you need this earlier, but I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm overestimating time, because I'm telling you, I was probably going to wait until like, what, Saturday to do this? maybe even Sunday. I was gonna wait and just see how I like what my time looked like. But today is a day that you all need to film, so you can have it tomorrow morning, so you can get ahead of whatever eclipse energy or roll with any eclipse energy. Okay. Some of you are being told where your step gets slow and steady. Number 3, what you're being told, take your time to be ready where your shadow. Take your time to be ready for your next connections, all plural of all kind. You're being too slow in closing cycles of the toxic, chaotic energy. But also, when we talk about incoming or current romantic partners you're getting to know, you can take your time, but you also have to be open enough to let this person love you. That's what we've got. So I don't know. I mean, I got chaotic energy here, so I could see if this is your past, how that would be. I could see it. Especially when we talk about those feminines, because we've got feminine energy healing your receptive side, being more open and receptive. Or if you're not, it talks about because it talks about having a feminine receptive energy around you as well, if that's not you. So let me pull, I want 2 from this deck. So tell me more about my pile number 2, please. Yeah, you got healing 3 times. So what do you need to release? You got some exciting news coming in. I love that. But you got forgive and heal. You know, you got this kind of healing, sensual healing, especially where it's like sexuality or just sexual based trauma. I'm not going to go into detail, but healing there, healing. Okay. Yeah. This is a pile. Ooh, the best thing about this being a huge healing pile, not even going to recognize yourself when you're done. It's going to be the best thing, especially if you had shadow traits and shadow tendencies that may, you know, have put you in some of these situations. I can see you clearing that, and you clearing, sorry, I'm trying to like get myself together. You clearing that puts you in a position of being the type of person that steps into an energy that maybe you wouldn't have. It feels like it feels like a bit of a divine intervention of self-sabotaging tendencies, right? Like whatever, if you feel like you have shadow traits and you ended up in shadow situations, and we all do to a certain degree, but like if you feel like you were truly you had shadow traits, like people did not like me, like, and good reason, it was to stop you from being like that so that you can truly step into blessings. If you were just like, I got caught slipping, like, I don't know, like if that wasn't you, you were just really like either naive or just, you were not, like, you were kind of like one of those personality types that's not really like open, like it doesn't pay attention. This was to make sure you pay attention to what's going on, okay? That's what this is, okay? Past, present, and future. Just a reminder that this is past, present, as well as incoming energy, okay? So you can use your lessons of the past to feed your present and your future, okay? And in your future, you can reflect on your past. Okay, the throat thing is a thing. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Make sure you're paying attention to your health. Make sure you're taking care of your health, because healing is all over my table. Okay? Because I got the throat thing. And it's bad. Like, I don't know that I really get, like, I get it where I get the little rasp, but it never makes me hoarse like this pile. So some of you may really have the thing. And that's why they're rushing me to do this, because we do have a lot of chaotic energy in the transits in the sky. Just so many things that I may not even be seeing and I don't want to see probably are happening in the world to some of you. And like I said, we'll send you some healing energy and we'll take care of this. So let me get my last card from this deck in the bottom. 2 cards. All right. Emotional release. So listen, healing. We'll look at this in a second. Healing, release. So some of you, especially when we talk about this being your past, you're clearing. especially where you have like deep trauma, like horrific things have happened. You're clearing that so that you can be open to blessings. That when you have certain level of trauma, certain types of blessings, it's like that's not even real life. Some of you don't even realize that certain blessings exist in the world, right? And it's all relative to perspective. But like some of the blessings that are coming in are not even real life to you, even though it may be normal to a lot of people, just because you have so much trauma, right? And so much shadow to clear from past experiences, okay? So what do you need to release? Emotional release, okay? We're clearing that. And the birds are singing. So look at you. I love that. Let me put this down. We'll look at these. And then I will close it out with your advice. Perception and changes. But you have to be open to changes. I've got yin yang energy here. So some of you don't even know how great your next connections of all kinds are. Oh yeah, I'm about to step out of its energy because I'm losing my voice. And I'm only on pile 2. It's absolutely no reason. And I reset before. So perception and changes. Okay. Perception and changes. All right. Look, I'm losing my voice, but the birds are singing. They're like, no, you keep talking. We got you. What's this? Very soon. Slipped off of the top. Something's coming in very soon. Now I need to let that. I was ignoring that deck. I'm not going to lie. It was talking to me and I was ignoring it. It's fine. Hey, new love is at the bottom. So very soon, okay, so maybe that's what it is. It's shifting you quickly because some of you are going to step into something new, whether we're talking about partnerships, community, romantic partnerships, much sooner than you realize, okay? Or you're being called to, and you got to get this off of you. You have to clear it so that you can be open to it because divine timing is at play. And you know, everybody's always like, oh, I don't want to hear divine timing. I'm tired of divine timing because y'all like to rush. Well, guess what? With the shifting in the skies and the way the universe is now, you're always complaining about divine timing, but you're going to be complaining the opposite way because things are happening much faster than you feel ready. So something's going to happen faster than you're actually feeling ready for. And the universe is like, nope, all that crying y'all did about divine timing. Listen, all that crying y'all did about divine timing taking too long. Very soon, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Because y'all always rush me and get mad at me in the comments. You very soon, soulmate. So clear this energy. Let go of what's, you know, needs to be left behind. Take the time to heal. And then quickly you'll step into something else when you are truly energetically aligned with being ready for something else. Okay? And some of you have that around now. And they're saying, hurry up and finish purging this stuff so that you can do, like you can step in. We're telling you to step in. That's what I have. Notice how clear my throat is now. Look at calling in your soulmate. See, I did want to ignore that deck. I was wrong for that. I'm not going to lie. I can admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong. I ignored the deck. Some of you are ignoring something. Some of you are ignoring love because I definitely ignored this deck. Okay. So you got very soon. It's funny. The birds stopped. They just wanted me to grab the luck deck. That's hilarious. Right? You hear? Okay, they started up again. Yeah. Right? Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Yes, this is your soulmate. And then you've got calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So some of you don't even realize, okay? You don't even realize. Maybe that's the exciting news. So let me close this out. You do have divine guidance here. I'm going to get advice. You do have success coming in. I'm going to get you some advice, and then I'm going to get you a card that helps you see what's coming in. All right? I like that my throat is closed. Oh, some of you are like avoiding communicating regarding like love in the best way. Right? Some of you may actually be avoiding the conversation regarding ending something, or some of you may be avoiding the conversation regarding starting something, or like holding back in some way, because like the throat thing happened really bad when the love decks wanted to come out, and like I just felt like I wanted to ignore them. I'm not gonna lie, which I always do, but I've never needed to pull from that many. That's what my resistance as the reader was about, because I showed you one from the Twin Flame one, but I'm like, that's not the kind of deck that has a kind of message. And I pulled from that other one. Well, I'm not used to more than one. See, my ability to pivot started to change. I'm not used to multiple decks wanting to come out for love and these types of readings. So I ignored it. And then I started to lose my voice. And then it came back once I did the thing. Okay, so I don't know. But let me get your advice. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. The bee spirit with the crown. Confidence. This card is exactly why I bought the deck, because it's on the cover. See how cute that is? So I saw that and I was like, oh no, I must have this deck. And so that's why I love this card so much. But it talks about confidence. Okay? And talks about confidence. So your advice is to be confident in who you are, what you know, and doing what's right for you. Okay? And closing the cycle. Closing the cycle. Be confident. Okay? Because you're not happy. And you're not going to be happy. Because I don't know why I flipped that around. Okay? So let me tell you what's coming in. And I'll close it. Because y'all really needed messages today. Coming in. 2 cards. Growth of energy, karmic justice. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I think I remember getting that at the beginning, but I wasn't like, I hate taking the readings in that direction because I don't want to feed y'all with that. I'd rather y'all just clear energy and move on, if I'm being honest, because it's better for your life. But growth of energy and karmic justice talks about you getting what's owed to you, getting what's, you know, where you've been. I heard the word slaughtered. Oh Lord. Y'all be safe. I'm sending you healing energy where it's where you need it. But growth of energy and karmic justice talks about you doing a lot better in the best way. And then where you were like targeted, attacked, like, because I could even see some physical assaults on the table. Oh, that's coming back. And it's not pretty. Okay, things will be flipped. Things will be flipped. You got learning the truth, success, divine guidance. So don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, because divine guidance is even back. So that's divine support. So that is all I have for you today. Pile number 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 3, my lock and key. Let's see what's going to be revealed, what you need to know, the karma, the outcome, and just all of your general messages from spirit. So interesting thing. I didn't get any channel messages for this pile, so I just feel like this is going to be a very clear, very clean table. Okay, I'm actually sitting a little bit further from the table than I'm used to, so that's interesting. But I just feel like this is going to be very clean. So I am being called to let you see a card from the spirit animal deck, so I'll grab that in a second. But for those of you that are new, I do read past, present, as well as incoming energy. And I do read from the light and the shadow because of the polarity. You just have to find yourself in a lesson and a journey. And when I said the word light, I saw the letters light. Some of you very visually driven, right? Like I saw the words light, but like I saw them like on a page, like I was reading them on a book, and they like, and the word jumped out at me. So the light, something about the light side of this pile, I don't know. Or maybe they want me to emphasize the light when I get to it, or it could simply be that there is no shadow, even if it feels like it is still the light. All right. So let me just, because this deck is not one that I was really using today. I pulled it out in one of the piles. Okay. The dove is still at the bottom from pile 1 when I showed you the reset from when I cleansed it from use. But when I split, I saw owl. I do have doves and owls here. You may be called to pile 1, but I do have both of these, I think, are pile 1 historically. And I do have I have a reading coming up where I actually have both. So make sure like I think I mentioned in the intro, this is why I didn't have a channel message. Make sure you watch that animal reading. The goal, I think, is to film it sometime tomorrow. So the day you see this video uploaded, I'll be filming this one. But I have dove, I have owl. Oh my gosh, y'all. Is this so go to that reading. Life is speeding up. Time to let go. I'm not gonna pull because I was called to let you see, but y'all, I have so again, this was already the bottom. So if you came from pile 1, you saw, but I think dove is pile 1, I think owl is pile 2, and the peacock is pile 3. That's crazy how that came out. What is that? All right, so that's what I was meant to show you. So if you're the type that's overwhelmed, especially if you're new, don't get overwhelmed. Take your time and go to what's calling you. But you are very specifically like, because everybody does not have time to binge. I would never encourage you to binge readings instead of living your life. But a lot of you are going to watch a lot of pick a card readings anyway. And those of you that will binge, I don't want to say I'd rather you binge me than other people, but there's certain types of readers I would prefer you to binge if you're going to do that. My spirit animal readings actually have lessons that you could actually like grow from because of the energy I channel for it. So if you're going to do that, then don't do it with the love readings. You're going to do what you want. But the point is, go to that reading that I'm going to do. So you have something incoming, and maybe I feel like the light is calling you because that owl spirit reading that is pile 1 in the old reading is a white owl, I think, and obviously doves are white. But yeah, just go to the reading that I'm gonna do after that. I'm gonna be filming when this gets uploaded. Okay, it's gonna be the newest one, and the thumbnail is gonna look totally different from previous readings because I'm rolling with the eclipse energy, guys. Okay, so that's what you need to know. Go to those spirit animal readings, and if you only have time for like 1 or 2 or even 3, I'm guessing you're gonna be 1, 2, and 3 of that reading. Okay. All right, so let's just start. Yeah, because I split the deck and you've got birds. That's been a huge thing lately for all of you. All right. That really shocked me. This is going to be a great pile. This is going to be a great energy. Even if the shadow comes out, this is going to be a great... Because, I mean, I talked about everything being clear. I talked about messages being clear. And then I got a very clear message. You got messages coming in. Messages coming in, okay? Lucky messages. Oh, my gosh. You have... Like, what is it with this pile? I mean, I know what it is with the pile. Like, I know, but... I didn't, so I mentioned messages being very clear for you. I did. Dove spirit, owl spirit. Okay. But I don't remember where I saw this, but this came out, okay, in a pile where we talked about lucky news. Some of you are getting lucky news. If you're picking all of the piles for all of the readings I'm doing where this is coming out combined, then I don't know what's coming in, but like, I make the joke sometimes, remember me when it comes in. Like, I don't know, like something great is coming in. It will be a close of a cycle though, okay? But something great is coming in. So let me see. All right, pile number 3. The bottom is probably something we've already seen. It's not. Ooh. So, because like I didn't feel like I got a good shuffle before that slipped out. So we've got the whip, number 11. So I'm going to take this bottom. I'm going to slide it over here. And we'll see. Let me find the book. And then we will see what that whip talks about. Because I'm not used to seeing that card. So something's coming in that you're not used to seeing, that you've never seen before. Like, I've seen this card before, but I do not see it often. Okay. And it's actually a chaotic card from me just remembering the Lenormand, but we'll see what the book says. So, and it does talk about Medusa. So some of you may be seeing like instances of Medusa, like you may see that like on social media, like movies referencing Medusa, like, you know, signage, all of the things. But as the legend is told, if you look Medusa in her face, you will immediately turn to stone. And if you don't want the rock hard feelings of feeling stuck in punishment, violence, chaos, or abuse, it's time to find a new level of focus, skill, and determination to push past the obstacles of the whip. The whip appears at a time where you could be falling victim to both arguments and battles of the heart and mind, be it with another or even just within yourself. At this time, you seem to be taking a beating, but ultimately you must decide if you intend to drive the whip or allow the whip to drive you. Find a way to combat this energy. You can do it, okay? All right. Says get to it. I don't know what you're working on or what's going on, but it says to get to it. Okay? It says, honestly, it talks about a battle that feels like you're losing, like you're being whipped. So I don't know. I still felt like this was amazing energy. I knew that that was a card that was like kind of negative, like taking a lashing, like a beating. But like, I don't know. I just felt like it was great energy stepping in. So what is this? The Mountain. 21. The Mountain. So, honestly, what I like, the energy is really good because it literally says whatever uphill battle, whatever struggle, perceived struggle is happening, has happened, or you're stepping into, like you're feeling things, I don't know, progressively get worse or whatever, it feels like reaching the mountaintop. Okay, so like I'm gonna look at the book and let you see, but it feels like reaching the mountaintop. So let me see what's going on, and then we'll get to the tarot. Okay, can you imagine the amount of strength, resilience, and patient action required to climb the steep and rocky terrain of that mountain? Let me see. Obstacles arise that you cannot avoid. These obstacles, struggles, or delays may be causing you to feel stuck, but it will be up to you to find a way to climb and overcome this mountain. Don't stop until you reach the top. Sure, there will be hurdles and bad weather, but you were built to withstand the climb and ascend to a place of peace. We must always remember that our challenges and hard times that it is our challenges. Okay, remember that it's our challenges and hard times that eventually force us to elevate. As a whole, the mountain of a problem may seem overwhelming at first, but if you just start the journey, you will be able to overcome this obstacle step by step, okay? And it's great energy. So it basically talks about challenging situations being for our development, for our elevation, especially if you have a tendency to get comfortable, if you have a tendency to stagnate, if you have a tendency to settle. Challenges are to whip you up the mountain. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but it's like a whip, like, hey, move. Like it's time to move, okay? So that's what this energy is. It does not feel shadowy. This is a shadowy combination. So I've gotten the opposite in readings before, which is hilarious to me because I've gotten cards and it's like, oh, this is great energy. I didn't expect this great energy. But like I have a great energy that stepped in and two extremely shadow, difficult, challenging cards coming out saying, hey, it's fine. Just do it. Get it out the way. It's fine. When you reach the top of the mountain, the view will be worth it. That's what I got. Okay, that's what I've got. So I don't know. Let me see. Because this is not a positive combination. I'm not going to lie to you. Like it talks about struggling, things being difficult, things being hard, an uphill battle. But I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't feel pessimistic at all. And the light is coming out a little bit brighter. So let me see what's going on. Maybe I did see the Ace of Swords just now, which talks about clarity. And I am sending you to the reading that I'm doing tomorrow. So I don't know what those cards are going to say. I don't know what they're going to say. If you're watching this real time and you're like, I don't want to wait until tomorrow for the reading. I do have, again, I mentioned Piles 1. The dove, the only dove that is live on the channel when this is uploaded, prior to this being uploaded, is the original reading I did. The first ever bird reading I did. So it's the first one. It's in a playlist. It's Pile 1. It's the dove. I think the last time I did an owl, it was Pile 1. So the last time you ever saw the owl in that playlist before this reading I'm doing, it also was Pile 1. So, or maybe go back to Pile 1 in this reading as well. There's a lot of messages for you apparently. I love it. So let me get a good shuffle. And I want to interpret that. I think it's interesting that Medusa came out. It's not related at all. It's funny. Let me give it another good shuffle. Green could be a relevant color. And I was actually told, yeah, green is actually a relevant color because look what's at the bottom. She's in green. She's in green. And I was gonna say it was a reference to appearance in some way. So some of you may look good in green. You may be wearing green. And green may be something you are wearing at some significant point of time, like you know what I mean? Like, doesn't have to be a special event, could be, but it could just be a day that really stood out in your life where you're wearing green or something green, or green hair, or even like the hair, like it could be like the locks, right? Could be locks, could be relevant, but something about your appearance in green, or something related to like Medusa could be like, or not related to Medusa, but similar, right? Could be a thing. Okay, so what I like here before I move it, Six of Pentacles talks about getting something. It's receiving where you're lacking, okay, and giving where others are lacking. Okay, it's like community energy. So because this came out, that's probably why I'm seeing here, I'm not worried. Where you are struggling, you will find support. Okay, you're going to see support. So let me see. Tell me more. All right, well, here we are. How am I gonna take this? I'm gonna take what came to me closest first. So we've got the Strength card, number 8. Talks about being strong. It talks about patience. It talks about endurance. Okay, a lot of endurance. What you need to know, not only do you have endurance that you don't realize, but there's a lot of support, okay? So if you feel like you're going to have to endure more than you're ready or prepared or can handle, like if you feel like you're going to step into that energy or are, it's not true. One, because you're stronger, can endure more than you realize, but also it's not going to get to the point where you feel that overwhelmed, okay? I don't know what I'm talking about, like in terms of specifics, but strength is patience. It talks about knowing, it talks about that level of intelligence where you don't overreact, okay? Because patience is more than not overreacting. It's more of knowing how to go about things, okay? That's what we have now. Strength is also Leo the lion, right? Leo the lion. So 5th house energy, joy, pleasure. At the top of the mountain, joy and pleasure, okay? I'm also seeing and hearing that whatever the whip is to send you up the mountain is actually, as you start doing it, or even the whip itself is going to be different for all of you, will actually be a lot more fun than you thought it would be. I don't know, that's like a random thing to come through, but again, that's the house of joy and pleasure. So something you're going to like a lot more than you thought you would, something that you thought was going to be hard, something that you thought was going to be challenging, something that you thought was going to be like a war, like right? Because an incoming battle here with the 7 of Wands is someone going like, oh, more green. Yeah. And even the background is green. So a lot of green. Green is heart chakra, by the way. But like just green is a thing because she's wearing green here. All of these cards, just so you can see. Look, more Leo energy. I love it. So I know what I'm talking about. The sun is the most positive card in the deck, okay? So whatever you're worried about, it's going to be great. Is this, ooh, that's a dove. You can't see it because it's small. That's a dove. That's a dove. Go to the dove. Yeah, go to the dove. But I wanted you to see all of the clothes in here are totally different, right? Different shades of color. So green outfits matter. Green hair. Something about green, okay? I'm actually even seeing green with envy, so watch that. Watch that, okay? But the 7 of Wands talks about going to battle alone and having the skills to come out on top, even when you're going against either possibly a collective space or you're outnumbered. Talks about having the strength, the perseverance to do that, especially here, okay? I don't know what you're going to be doing. Some of you, it could even be like competing in some way, right? Like a physical thing, because I see that. Some of you, it could be like a fitness journey. I can see that. I can see a fitness journey in some instances, but whatever it is, whatever battle, whatever thing that's going to take discipline and energy, you'll have that support. Okay, you're going to have that support and you will be successful at it. You're going to feel really good. Go to that dove spirit though, okay? Yeah, go to pile 1 and or the dove spirit, okay? Yeah. Tell me more about my pile number 3. One more about my pile number 3, please. If energy is a thing, you're going to have it soon, okay? Because there's a lot of fire here. And again, mountains talk about perseverance. Well, the Tower, number 16. Whoa. All right. This is a chaotic energy. So why is it so? Yeah. To a confirmation of what I'm saying. I'm like, it's a chaotic energy. So why is it so lighthearted? Let me see what's at the bottom. 2 swords. All right. Some of you may be avoiding a chaotic situation that you need to handle, like a tower that needs to burn. You're avoiding it, and you need to let it burn. Okay. Because 2 of Swords is like acting like you can't see. Some of you, this is a throw stones, hide your hands kind of a vibe. I don't know. It feels like, I don't know. Something about this feels like a retaliation based energy. That's why it's so gleeful. It's like someone burning something down and feeling really good about it. I don't know what's going on. So let me keep pulling cards to see. Because the dominant energy here is like, yeah, like shining light on certain issues or something like that. Someone is like shining. That's why the light, which I'm seeing in my third eye, like the word light being highlighted and jumping off a page. So like someone's gonna like shed light on something that's not like that people are acting like they don't see or that they don't realize. And the Tower is like a tumbling down. But it's a good thing, because me reading this without channeling energy, I would be like, oh my gosh, there's something you don't see coming or something you're avoiding, but it's a burning down of something. It's going to be destruction. But that's what it like looks like at face value. But the energy is so lighthearted and fun. It's like, yes, burn it down. I don't know what's going on with y'all. So y'all going to have to let me know what's going on, because this is so confusing for me as the reader. Okay, like the whip could be like a whip, like a lashing, possibly like a spiritual lashing in some sense. Like some of you, like the whip is like, the nicest way to refer to this is like karmic justice. I don't know where this would apply. Okay, I was expecting like, oh, great things are gonna happen for you, and maybe they will, but something, I don't know. Something's burning down. Let me see. I'm very shocked by this energy. And I'm not even going to pretend that I'm not. So let me see. Discernment. Okay. There's an energy of discernment coming through. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. You know what? This is the same vibe. Okay, like in the lightest sense. Like this kind of talks about, because here, this is like making a decision to do something and kind of avoiding, like acting like you don't realize you need to do something. Here, it talks about detachment. So, oh, okay. I got a message. Okay, I got a message. Past, present, and coming. Past, present, and coming. Find where you fall, because it's going to be very important. Discernment. Knowing. So detachment, the word detachment is standing out to me, okay? It talks about your discernment and knowing what is and isn't good, what is or isn't right, what is or isn't working, what will and won't benefit you, and not avoiding where you see opportunities to pivot or pursue, right? Moving towards something that's good, moving away from something that is bad. That is where we are in this pile. What's coming in, some of you didn't see it coming, don't see it coming, whether it's a historical thing or something. There's a situation that is very, very bad for you. You may be currently in it, you may have been out of it. I don't think many of you are stepping in. You're either in it or out of it, or stepping or contemplating whether or not you're stepping out of it. You know what I mean? Like, you may have just, I don't know. Like, I don't see where you're stepping into this type of environment and you're getting this reading this early, unless the point is to get you to pivot before you go. Okay, because if this is incoming energy, this is to stop you from doing something crazy, from ignoring red flags and ignoring your discernment. Okay, that's what I'm getting if this is incoming. So this is to stop you from doing something crazy, because you're going to see why you were shifted out of something, or why you're being called to shift out of something. Like, it's going to make sense why, right? The mountain, the whip, right? Strength, fight, especially something that's really difficult for no reason, something that's unstable with the tower, the discernment, right? Like, you're gonna see, because this tower is something that's burning down. So there's either a tower that's burning down somewhere, somehow, that you're supposed to deviate from, and like you're acting like you don't realize you need to move away from it, but you need this, but they're telling you here in this pile you need to move away from it. This is why, because some of you always need to know the why. If you know you're a why person, this is a pile for you. Why I'm stable, I'm comfortable, why this is what I want. I don't know your specific situation, I don't even know what area of life I'm talking about. There's a tower burning down that you clearly are acting like, or truly don't have the discernment to remove yourself from, and they're telling you to pivot. It's going to burn down. That can be an analogy for anything. Or it did burn down and you're realizing, that's why I pivoted, right? Because that's what I'm getting. I was so confused. It's like, why is this such a good thing? It's a good thing because the point of it's either a good thing of avoidance, or a good thing of getting out in the nick of time, or a good thing of it needed to go thing, because it's a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, when we talk about, like, I'm using extreme examples, like cults could be like things like that, like, oh, it had to burn down, like it needed to be exposed, whatever it is, right? Those are really extreme examples, right? It could be as simple as like leaving a friend group that's toxic. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to work. They're not going to be friends in a year. Like, that could be as simple as that. Okay. Divine masculine. The frequency of divine masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. All right, you may have a divine masculine within your vicinity if you consider yourself to be feminine in nature, or you could be or you could truly be divine masculine. I paused for I was downloading. I'm so sorry. Letter D could be relevant. Throat chakra energy could be relevant. Color blue could be relevant. I don't want to move this the way that I want to. I was trying to move this. The reason why I was doing that, I was something about 2020. I don't know what happened in 2022. I'm so sorry. Some of you, it will be 20. Okay, I've gotten this before. 20, 21, 22. I don't know the correlation. Those 3 years are relevant, or one may be relevant. But when I got here, I was looking, okay, 2022 is a thing. So something else specific about 2022, okay? But 20, 21, 22 key years for this pile, but specifically 2022. and things may have gotten blurry for you around that year. It feels like a pile where things got blurry around 2022. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to like clean this up because I was trying to like, things got blurry as I tapped into that year. So I don't know what happened in that year with you, but you got a lot of master numbers. You got 11, you got 22. Okay. But something about discernment regarding the divine masculine aspect of your life. So it could be discernment regarding a divine masculine, say divine masculine. It could be discernment regarding anyone with masculine energy, or it could simply be just discernment regarding your divine masculine side, like I mentioned, because this divine masculine side of you is your active principle. It's all of these aspects. It's someone that's willing to go to war, someone that's willing to burn things down, someone that's strong and patient in all of the right ways, someone with endurance. Right? That's that side of you that's very active, that side that needs to conquer, that side that takes over things, that side that knows how to come out on top. So activating that, okay, that's what we're talking about, especially when we talk about avoiding that energy, avoiding that side of you, or not being tapped into it. That's what we've got here. So some of the things coming in, that activation of this principle within you, or someone coming in with this energy, could be masculine nature, but doesn't have to be, to kind of get things going with that whip. Because the whip is like a call to action, okay? Get to the top of the mountain. That's what's happening, okay? All right. So I really did. I don't know what happened to you in 2022, but it's really like I'm not gonna lie. I did space out for a second. I've not done that in a reading. So let me see. You got that yin, which is the receptive side. Could be divine feminine. Let me get more energy coming through. Tell me about my pile number 3, please. It's a lock and key. It's a lock and key. House 11, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. Okay, we're talking about collective energy. We are, definitely so. Okay. Earth, persistence, patience, and practicality. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I mentioned that persistent energy. I did mention patience. Practicality is also a thing that's here. So being very practical in your approach to things. Earth is very, very grounded, very discerning. Okay. Okay. It's rooted, grounded energy. So some of you are being told to ground. Some of you are telling you energy coming in is going to ground you. Has to. Okay. All right. That's, if you can hear that, that's like my dryer, because I've been like multitasking, because I was not doing this specific reading today because I knew it was going to be a little longer. I was going to do one of those love readings, which is about sometimes half the time as these. But I was called energetically to shift and pivot so that this can be up a little bit before the eclipse that's coming up. So the solar eclipse in Aries, new moon in Aries, give you guys time, 1, to watch this, and 2, I guess, to prepare for that energy. Okay. And I say that especially since full moon eclipse happened maybe about a week ago, and it's one cycle. Okay, because it's a full moon in Aries. So let me see. Some of you, your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, that's the second time that Taurus hit my table, so give me more energy, please. Sorry, I don't mean to. Okay. Yeah, adjustments are required. So 3rd quarter moon, you're almost there. When we talk about climbing a mountain in a whip and the things, if you are struggling, if you have been struggling, if it felt like you've been in a personal tower, the adjustments are required. You're almost there, okay? You're almost there. I'm going to put this, yeah, that works. And I'm going to grab these 2, okay? I did something weird with my, I want to give myself more space. because I know that that's discernment. So that, you know what? I've seen this Earth card enough to be, there we go. See, some of you are being called to restructure and you're not sure why. Trust your intuition. Trust what the divine messages you're getting. If you're told to restructure, you better restructure. I'm telling you, because the reason why this energy is so light, it's like, yeah, we're moving you. We're telling you to move. This is what's going on. And if the whole point is you're not going to be there when things burn down, or you're not going to be in this energy when things burn down, or things are not going to burn down because you're going to do what we're telling you regarding like your health, your wellness, your habits. You're going to shift so that you avoid the tower. That's why the energy is lighthearted. If you don't listen, then I can't help you. You know what I mean? So yeah, the lion. You must have a lion spirit animal around you. Have to, or you have Leo placements, or someone you're dealing with has Leo placements. Okay. Because lion, you got, well, because remember the sun came out, that's the same energy ruled by Leo. So fifth house of joy, pleasure. That's why I'm so excited for this reading. I'm so confused. If I sound confused, it's because I am. I'm not judging the energy that's channeling through me, because some of this should not be light. Like it's like, oh, you're not going to be there when it burns down. That's not positive, but it is. So we're rolling with it. Like, don't let pride get in your way. Confidence is your key to success. If they tell you to pivot, if they tell you to move, you better move your behind. I don't know what to tell you. Okay? Because this is actually this energy, right? The house 11 is ruled by Aquarius. Okay? You may have Leo placements, Aquarius placements. Okay? Some of you, these will be very critical periods in time, or have been, because if you're watching this real time, the full moon in Leo, I believe, was the first one of the new year. New moon in Leo is obviously going to be in the summertime during the Leo season. This could be real time for you in the timelines I've described, or this could be incoming, a future full moon in Leo or a future new moon in Leo where any of this energy is relevant. It could be both at the same time. It could apply now and then later, because, these are timeless. And whenever they call you, they're for you. Even if they call you again. I've not said that before, but some of you, maybe they'll call you again. Okay? Okay. But yeah. Okay. Don't let pride get in your way. Confidence is your key to success. This is also a call to be active. Like any struggles are a whip, a call to action to get busy. Like there's something with the mountain strength and the seven of wands you need to be conquering. You need to be conquering. You need to be conquering. Okay? Here. That's why we have the divine masculine card, even if that's not you in how you identify. Okay? There's a lion that needs to be awakened in you. Okay? And don't let your pride stop you from pivoting when they tell you to, whether that's stepping back in patience or being active in pursuit. Okay? But you have to be sure, you have to be confident that's going to take you where you want to go. Okay? You do have to adjust in some way. Third quarter moon, you're almost there. Okay? So okay, let's just roll with it. I pulled it in I don't know that I pulled it in every pile, but I'm gonna pull because I looked at this love deck and I need to move over to this right side. But I'm gonna pull from this deck really quickly because I do have a space for it. Some of you, something is gonna just work out. You're gonna just be doing what you're supposed to be doing, acting in the way you're supposed to be acting, moving in the way you're naturally feeling called to move, and then something. There's going to be a random space and something's going to fall right into place. Okay? That's how it's going to work. Give me what this deck wants to talk to. My pile number 3 for. This is my pile number 3. Look at you. I love it. Sweet Song says soulmates often use music and songs as telepathic aid in order to share spiritual messages and emotions with each other. Fifth house, all of this Leo energy actually rules music and entertainment. Okay, I don't know why that's relevant, but it's a thing. Okay, so Sweet Song is here. I guess I'll just put you here. Okay, and then we've got ecstasy. So your partner elevates your mind, body, and soul. The feeling of pleasure is electrifying. Now, obviously, there's an energy we're not going to develop. It's not that kind of reading, but it definitely talks about all this fifth house joy and pleasure. So if you're wondering what's coming in, especially if things have been hard, if things have been hard work, if they've been difficult. Like, I get successes, I get joy, pleasure, entertainment. Fifth house does rule like risks, like gambles. So like, I feel like being lucky when it comes to gambles, especially when we talk about taking risks. Uranus Aquarius is shocks and surprises. So shocks, surprises, risks, and gambles working out in the most exciting and joyful of ways. Okay? Tower is burning it down. It's throwing everything away, I'm realizing. Okay? And Two of Swords could be not even realizing how beneficial that is. Okay? Especially where things are difficult. So I love that. Okay? It could be any area of life. But when we talk about joy, pleasure, things that make you happy, entertainment, and feeling fortunate, that's where the adjustment is needing to happen. Okay? And I was called to love decks because I forgot to mention fifth house rules romance and dating. So that could be a thing as well. These could be relevant themes, but I'm seeing really risky things. I'm seeing this as a pile of like risk because we have that Leo Aquarius axis and being very dominant in some area. It's a very general message. All of you have different experiences. I'm going to pull from this other deck because I ignored it last time in the other pile and like I regretted it. I'm not going to lie. So let me just see. It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. We'll put this here. This in combination feels like Sweet Song. It's safe for you to love. Like what you're feeling called to do in a best way, like romantic and not, where you feel like it will benefit you is the best thing to do. Now, heart-to-heart conversations is honestly discuss your feelings with one another. So that could be for better, for worse. When we talk about burning something down and starting over, it could be that, but it could also be something risky in a positive way regarding love, because that's what we've got on the table. Now, but I don't know. That's why I was so happy. Like, because fifth house is like childlike fun energy. It's joy, it's pleasure, it's playful, it's really exciting. Like really fun, playful energy. If anything, this feels like throwing away everything that's hard. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, stop making things hard, because I'm real like difficulty, perseverance through difficulty, winning during difficulty. And that's like burning everything down and like, you know what? I don't need it. I don't know what's going on with this pile. Incoming energy of the wolf moon, sharpen your instincts. Here we go. That is actually, I'm going to put it here. Discernment. That's discernment, okay? So an incoming energy of discernment, of sharpening instincts. An incoming energy of clarity regarding things you've been struggling with, not knowing what to do, not knowing how to act with the Two of Swords, whether we're talking about love and romance. This is on the table. Your stability, your routine, your fitness, your joy, your pleasure, things that are hard, things you're struggling, combative with, going at it, things you feel like you're going at it alone with. You're going to have incoming energy of that clarity. You're going to have the discernment. You're going to sharpen your instincts. Something here with planting moon, okay? For whatever reason, you have it in reverse. That's the preparation card. So something, the shadow side is you're not prepared for something, or you've not been preparing for something. Okay? The lighter side is you don't need preparation. You don't need to be prepared. Just throw it away. Like I don't want to say just throw it away. That is like actually the energy channeling through me, but I do want to be mindful of my words because the energy is a little bit chaotic. But sharpen your instincts. You don't need more preparation. Oh, okay. That's what that means. So like, don't throw, like, I'm not saying throw things away. I'm saying some of you are trying to over prepare for something. Like you're like, oh, I'm not ready, or I'm not ready, or I'm not ready. Whether that's taking a next step, letting something go, right? It's saying you're never going to feel 100% ready to do whatever the chaotic thing is to do. Just go, right? And preparation in reverse with sharpened instincts is like you don't even need to prepare. Like you don't need to study more green, right? You don't need to You don't need to prepare. You need to, this is an instinct based thing. Okay, there it is. Because now I got the whip, the mountain strength, 7 of wands. This is what's going on here is instinct. Discernment, like it's common sense. It's instinct. There's not going to be enough preparation for what you need. Preparation's not going to help you. You have to have discernment. You have to have instincts. There's nothing to learn about this. You just have to use your gut. I don't know what's going on. So, what are your instincts telling you, right? What are your instincts telling you? You're going to see very soon this incoming energy. This is a chaotic pile in the best way because it's saying everything's going to be good because you have ancient wisdom, okay? Which, yeah. Yep. This may be one of those piles you watch more than once. Yeah. Give me more. Tell me more about my pile number 3, please. Let me see. What was it? Look, I didn't even like tap in with the questions. Everything hit the table. What will be revealed? What do you need to know? The karma, the outcome. So I feel like, something about this, I don't know what's so exciting for you guys or what's going on, but like this feels like one of those piles like I do when I'm like if I do it like on an empty stomach or like I don't really prepare before it. Like I ate and everything. Like this is my pile I did after my break. Okay, so I'm very ready for the pile, but I feel like a little all over the place, which this is a pile of chaotic energy, and I already knew that. But I don't know. Some of you need to ground. You don't feel grounded, okay? At the bottom here, you do have reunion of souls. So you could be asking about romance. A lot of you do, because I know I have mostly those readings on my channel, okay? But you're being told to ground and do whatever you need to do, okay? Regarding the connection, it'll be different for all of you. And trust your instincts. There's nothing to prepare. That's what I heard, okay? So tell me more about 3. What will be revealed? What you need to know? The karma, the outcome. The karma, the outcome, what I'm saying is where things have been exceptionally difficult, hard, struggle, especially when we talk about working and building and all the things. Things are going to be a lot more lighthearted and fun, okay? And you may not even realize that that's coming. I also get clarity, a lot of clarity coming in. I get situations that don't make sense, things, because with discernment and sharpened instincts, things that don't make sense, things that are chaotic for no reason, things that are harder than they need to be, burning down, literally burning down. Because the tower, it's a house on fire. It's actually an institution on fire in this deck. Okay? It's like literally the nation's capital. Okay? In this specific deck. So tell me more. Okay, and remember, past, present, and coming, okay? So tell me more about my pile number 3. What do you need to know? What's going to be revealed? The karma, the outcome. The karma, I'm not going to lie. Karma feels like, ooh, thank goodness I'm not in this. Like, the karma feels like something burning down that they're trying to get you to move from. And I don't know what that could be. Could be romantic since I see it here. Okay. But it could be institution based, could be community collective spaces. Leo rules entertainment. Okay. Some of you will not be in a collective space. I hate saying that, but some of you will not be in a very specific collective space when something bad happens, because that acts as rules like collective spaces, things people gather for. So like there will be a gathering that some of you may avoid something crazy in or have, right? Because this is combative, aggressive, fighting energy, possibly. Something that maybe you wouldn't have had your own like discernment or the instincts to avoid yourself. Like maybe you were just like shoved out of it or something happened and you couldn't go, won't be able to go, something kind of like that. That's what I got. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Omens. Hawks are messengers. I remember that from like the last time I read that. Let me find, I'll put this here. Is that the only, I guess I only needed that one from that deck. Because I was definitely going to pull more. So I guess this card is going to tell me everything I need. And I was looking at this New Orleans Oracle deck. So I'll probably pull from that one just to see. Omens. So you can see that, like I said, hawks are messengers. And it talks about bringing messages from both the seen and unseen, which is definitely the energy that we're doing this whole entire reading with, specifically your pal. But it talks about focus and intuition and paying attention to the coincidences in your life. Focus on where you want to go, how high you want to fly. And it talks about someone trying to get your attention, paying attention to serendipity. And it says you're in the flow of energy and things are going to soon shift. And it tells you to trust your instincts, trust your discernment, okay? It tells you, like, it's nothing about preparing. It's nothing about thinking. It's about what makes sense with instincts. Like your instincts. What are your instincts telling you versus your mind? Right? Like, because preparation talks about historical data, right? Historical data is things that we can perceive and think about, like thinking, reflecting on. It's telling you to, it's not about your historical data. What do your instincts say? What are your instincts telling you to do? And you'll be very, very confident in your instincts. And the more you're confident about your instincts, the more things will just naturally align for you, okay? Because that's the thing. And this omen talks about you constantly being aligned with messages. Whether we're talking about spirit guides, whether we're talking about your higher self, your intuition, you're constantly receiving messages that are putting you where you need to go, keeping you safe, keeping you in alignment, keeping you in good situations. So what is this? What is this? Growth. I don't need the book. Talks about growing, okay? I see a very clear message. Well, heart-to-heart messages, you don't need to prepare, grow, okay? And then you don't need the preparation you think you need to grow, for growth. Some of you, the path you're trying to take is not what will ascend you in the way you're seeking. You need to sharpen your instincts, because some of you, whatever your preparation is, whether it be it could be relationship based, since we have all of this love, but I'm also seeing academic and professional based. Whatever path you're thinking you need to take to prepare for something, it's not what you need to grow. You just need to sharpen your instincts and make sure you're seeing things clearly with discernment. Okay? Like, I'm seeing that there's a very clear path that will ascend you much rapidly in a much harmonious way than whatever preparation stuff. Okay? And that's going to be very clear to you soon. You just can't see it with the Two of Swords. All right? All right. So let's pull, intuition with the eye. Like, the way you've been going about something is a bit excessive and unnecessary, harder than it needs to be. Okay, tell me more. Give me, well, this is my last deck. My last deck is all I've got. So we're closing out. So give me my advice for my pile number 3, please. Give me my advice for my pile number 3. All right. So that's incoming energy, rebirth. Tower, be reborn. So the reason why I was so uncomfortable, because I was like, why is this chaotic energy so happy? If you're at the beginning, you need to know, because like the beginning would be the shadow, right? Would be oh my gosh, things burning down, rebirth. It's a rebirth. So maybe starting from scratch in some way. It could be a thing in any area of life. May feel chaotic. It could feel like a tower. It's not. Like, if you're current, you're starting to see, or maybe you're stepping into seeing what adjustments are requiring, like rebirth. And then where it's like incoming and you don't see it coming, I could see how it feel chaotic, because before any shift you make, you don't make changes when you're comfortable. you really don't. So growth, the whip, you don't make changes when you're comfortable. So anytime it's time for you to ascend in some way in life, whether situational, whether internal, like, it may feel like unstable, right? It's going to feel unstable. So in all of this instability, all of this challenge is telling you to grow. It's telling you to ascend, because you're in the middle of a rebirth, stepping into a rebirth. or stepping out of, I say stepping out of, maturing into a rebirth. Okay. But your advice is to be reborn. So what is this? Defense. Okay, so stop fighting. Ooh, okay. Yeah, because this is what it is. That's why you got the tower, burn it down. Stop fighting. Don't defend. Okay? Don't defend. I'm going to get the book because that's like, don't defend, just be reborn. Like, let it burn down, let it go. Do not defend, try to protect, whatever that is. Let it go, okay? So let me see what defense talks about. I was told to leave it alone because there's no reversals in this deck, I realized. Defense says to don't fight back. Well, first of all, do not fight back with God. Okay, when we talk about the universe, the universal energies, regardless of your religion, in the grand scheme of all things, the universe, God, there is that one almighty source. And regardless of if you believe in like angels, the Loa, the Orisha, any of those intermediaries, don't be fighting back. Just don't fight back, okay? Because at the end of the day, life is gonna life, God is gonna God. So just roll with it and let it, okay? Like, don't be defensive. Let it ride, okay? That's your advice. I'm gonna put rebirth here. Yeah, they're really talking to some of you because you have cut ties, okay? Banish a curse. Yeah. This is not even like a deck that's really like that if you've been paying attention to the channel. So it wants you to let it go. Okay. But there's a huge karmic energy on the table. And it feels like it feels collective, which makes sense, which with the eclipses and all things. But this feels like a collective karmic space. Okay, a collective karmic cycle. Okay. So what is coming in for my pile number 3? And actually, it makes sense for this pile. Let me see. Yeah, look at you. Safe travel to union. We've got leadership sticking out. It's a tiger. You know, leadership is a thing. Take the initiative. Take the lead. Okay? But an incoming energy of safe travel. Don't push back. Be reborn. Safe travel in where you're headed. Whether that is an internal growth, right? Safe travel internally as you evolve and expand as a person, or safe travel towards where you're supposed to go, right? In union. Now, here's the best part, because I don't want any of you to get confused. We all have multiple cycles. How do you know where you are? I don't know why that was a question, but how do you know where you are? How do you feel? Do you feel unstable? If you feel unstable, then you're being pushed, right, to grow and expand in some way, whether internally or externally. If you're feeling fine, right? Because this is safe travel towards union. What's incoming is safe travel towards union, whether romantic, your collective spaces, union with yourself. You're going to feel comfortable, right? If you're starting to feel comfortable, right? Like if your energy, your space is becoming more comfortable, like if things feel like they're getting better, then you're fine. This is historical space. If you're stepping into chaos, then I don't know, like, you know, like you have to use your own discernment, your own instincts. Go to those readings I sent you to, okay? Go to those readings I sent you to. I'm going to let you see the safe travel and union card. Look, I don't even know. I'm forgetting my alphabet. That's how disoriented the energy has me. Okay. You're on a journey into the unknown. You're in search of new or expanding understanding of yourself, others, nature, or higher good. The experience opens your mind and lets you see a part of the puzzle you never knew existed. This card means it's time to take a pilgrimage, travel abroad, or an inner journey of introspection. This act is of great importance in knowing who you are and the meanings you are looking for. This card can mean a metaphorical, some of you, this is a spiritual ascension. Some of you, this is truly just a spiritual ascension, okay? Some of you, this, where am I? This can mean a metaphorical journey in your own beliefs. It might be time to discover the constraints of the limiting thoughts we sometimes impose on ourselves. Okay, the Arctic turn, a wise and experienced traveler will guide you towards the shore. I am ready for this journey. Look at you, look at you. Let me get this. Okay, and it's funny because look, success. What's between safe travel and union? Success. That's the page between. I like that symbolism. So, but union talks about unity, wholeness, and fulfillment. Okay, harmony can arise from forces that can be seen as opposite, yet they are interconnected. They work to complement each other. This card can represent friendship, teamwork, or partnership. It's not essential to master every talent, skill, or knowledge because our unity with like minded people can bring the best in results. Let's just talk about it for a second. It's not essential to master every talent, skill, or knowledge. Preparation in reverse. Okay. Why? Because like-minded people can bring the best results. A lot of you, all of this combative energy is collective spaces, whether we're talking about groups, partnerships, or just one-on-one relationships. It's not your people, okay? Not your person, regardless of the connection we're talking about. But this card talks about trusting others in their area in their area of expertise. The heavy weight of responsibility can be divided, and the celebration of success is much sweeter when it's shared. Seven of Wands is someone going it alone. Okay, climbing a mountain alone, being whipped alone. Where things work, right? In collaboration, right? Celebration of success, much sweeter when it's shared. And it says we are stronger together. I actually did not realize that card said all of that because I don't see it often, but it came out in your pile. So I love it. I love it, love it. So yeah, take what you need from this, watch it multiple times because I can't control the chaotic energy that was supposed to be this pile anyway. And it's not my place to, so I will allow it to do what it do on the table. So that is all I have for you today, pile number 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 4. So much came in. I'm not gonna lie, like, but energy is moving really, really rapid for this pile. So I'll tell you in a second how we do things here if you are new. And I got the 2 of confirmation that you're new. So just give me a second, sit tight. I got some channeled energy for you. When I was shuffling, I got what's this? What's this? News coming in. I don't know what that's about, but you got messages coming in. Some about something. It's gonna be great because when I was shuffling, I got the Ace of Wands, which is, I'm like, okay, that's a flame ignited. Okay, a flame ignited, something new, some creation, something happening. And then your bottom landed on that Eight of Wands. So something's coming in rapidly, okay? Rapidly. Like something sharp. And like you pick the key that feels like a knife, right? Like it feels like sharp. Like I call it the sharp key. And for whatever reason, like as I was trying to adjust the angle for your pile, like I kept wanting, like for whatever reason, I kept wanting to slide it so far to the left, like way too far, like now, right? Like even now, because it's leaning, because I'm trying to like force it. I'm trying to force it the other way. I'm trying to force it over to the right side a little more to make the table even, but it wants to be like this. And the only thing over here is this I am strong candle. It's like I got it from Marshall's like a while back. I got it from Marshall's. It's a manifestation candle. Has red aventurine in it. Rhubarb and rose, that's the scent, but it's I am strong. Okay, so I got it lit today. It smells really good and all of the things, but I really just, like I needed something on the table. So yeah, that's what we roll with. I got my tobacco, water, or whatever. So like all of those things could be very relevant for some of you. Okay, now that energy is energy either you need or you're really stepping into. It's coming in for you. I accidentally slid this key because I got some keys on the table because like I've got my keys for the reading to set the vibe of the reading, right? That's what we've got. And that's a crown. And I don't know that I've ever like noticed that that's what that is. And I have a gazillion keys, I'm not gonna lie. So for a variety of reasons. But I have crown keys. So the last skeleton key reading I did, it was pile 4. And I pulled it up to check before I started filming because I wanted to know what I was talking about. But the key I saw in my head, and I guess coloring maybe, was the second one I've ever done. At the second reading I did a crown, and that was also pile 4. So some of you are picking pile 4 for a very symbolic reason, or maybe you're seeing repeating 4s, but 4 is something, okay? And so you have a crown, right? You have 2 crowns to go watch, okay? You have 2 crowns to go watch, because that, like I said, that slid over when I was doing the thing. So yeah, let's just hop into it. For those of you that are new, I read past, present, as well as incoming energy. And I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light and a shadow. You just have to find yourself in a lesson, in a journey. You can have multiple piles, okay? You can. And you could be multiple aspects of one pile depending on how the energy channels. All right. Now, there was a couple of piles I did this for, but I'm going to do it for you as well. I'm going to do it for you as well. I want to see what you get. So you've got this badger. Oh, look, 4 is definitely a number for you. Number 4, the badger spirit. Be fearless and bold. Okay. Be fearless and bold. That's going to be a message for you. So let me just put this here. Okay, I didn't shuffle and take cards for any of the piles. I just kind of split the deck, overcome any obstacle, right? So, but yeah, the Badger Spirit, number 4. So 4 is relevant. Okay, let's hop into it. Let's see what will be revealed, what you need to know, the karma and the outcome. You do have the ring. You do have the ring. So it feels like success, okay? It feels like getting something you want, feels like something that is lucky. So great energy coming through. Great energy coming through. So pile number 4. And pile number 4. Oh yeah. Okay. This is a card that's been very excited to come out lately. So the writer talks about it's a new journey. It's getting something going. It's kind of charging ahead, okay? And then you got towards the garden. So I'm gonna pull out the book so you can see. Just because I feel like I want to tie these two together. Let's see what the writer is. Okay. Some of you are even hear something as one day. Like you may see something like tomorrow. I don't know what's going on. Because I see 1 day, 1 month, 1 year. So those cycles are being called to me, okay? But it talks about being passionate, speedy, something coming in quickly, right? The passionate and speedy writer is on her way, and it's gender specific because this is the Afro goddess oracle, so it's feminine expression in most instances. But it talks about something quickly coming on your way, and it references change, news, and activity. Okay, and if you've been experiencing delays, setbacks, and blockages, you don't have to worry about that anymore, or won't soon. Okay, I'll hold it so that if you want to like look at specific instances, you can see. But the garden I know is outside public energy. Okay, talks about gatherings and things that are social and networking and get-togethers and community and group activities. Okay, but it talks about enjoying things and having good company. Okay, talks about having a great time. So I don't know, news, something coming in. This is all great energy for you though. What I see is activity. Some of you, what you don't realize is coming in. I say what you don't realize, but what's going to be revealed, you're going to be like more active outside more, right? More social in the best way. Okay, so some of you, that's a thing. Some of you, you're going to be very active in new and exciting ways. So like if you're already outside, you're already active, you're going to become more active outside, but in the best ways, in ways that are much more fulfilling than historically. Okay, especially when we talk about delays and setbacks, okay, in those types of spaces, you won't have to worry about that much longer, okay? Yeah, look at you. I love it. Okay, so let's talk about it, especially because we got this really quick energy. So I don't know what this quick energy is. I don't know what that is. 10 of Pentacles is a really, really good energy. It talks about community, collective energy, but from a material perspective. It talks about laying the foundation for like a family, for a legacy, and all those things. Okay, it's the ascension from the 9 of Pentacles of kind of being financially stable on your own to being stable enough to support a family. That's the analogy. So whatever that applies for with you, here we are. So tell me more about my pile number 4. Yeah, okay, that's relevant. What I was just talking about. So we've got an incoming energy Five of Pentacles. So what is that? Ooh. I'm so dramatic, I know. Well, the reason why I say that is because I don't know what's going on. Like at first I was like, okay, well, what's the Five of Pentacles? It doesn't feel like, let me get another card before I just start like, because I am sure, but I want more details on this energy. Because what I'm seeing here is someone that feels like they're, because the Five of Pentacles is someone that's lacking, right? That's why, hence why she's on the outside of the fence, can't reach the Pentacles on the inside. So multiple messages has hit me when I said it. Some of you, that Five of Pentacles is someone else, okay? And you'll get energy, like someone else is feeling lacking and they're going to charge ahead, right, to this garden. And I don't know how this is going to benefit you, but I see it. Now, what I got here is if you've been feeling lacking in that Five of Pentacles, something's going to happen quickly that puts you in a position where you're not feeling that way anymore, okay? But I did get a vibe of like Five of Pentacles, someone feels like they're missing out, someone feels lost. It doesn't have to be like actual like finances. It could just be someone like feeling like they're missing out on an experience or something like that. Ooh. Yeah. But that's what I got. So let me see. Let me see what's going on. What is this? The World. Closing of a cycle. Okay. Yeah, it feels like someone feels like they're lacking in some way. It feels like someone feels like they're lacking in some way. They're missing something. And like they want to close that cycle of feeling and lack, whether it's emotional, right? Lacking in emotion, lacking in spirit, lacking in material. Someone, like I could be talking about you. I could. But I got a wave of it's not, like all of you, it's not you. Some of you, it is you, but it's also someone else or other people, right? Because garden is collective spaces, okay? And the writer is someone charging ahead. So I don't really know what's going on, but let me get one more. It just feels like someone charging ahead in a way that's going to really benefit you. Let me see. Some of you, I feel like that, I don't know why, I got that Five of Pentacles. So I mentioned like missing an experience. Five of Pentacles feels like someone might be missing you. Right? Doesn't have to be romantic, it can be. But it just feels like someone missing. Because the garden is like, this feels like someone that's not, that's not in the garden. You know what I mean? Like feels like they're locked out of a garden. Okay? Okay, we got the Knight of Pentacles. All right. Why this energy is a little, yeah, it's really grounded. Yeah, we got the Daughter of Pentacles here. So what is all of the stable energy? Something about stability and being stable and finding stability. So if that's been a thing for you, if this is my pile of people where you haven't been very stable, whether we're talking spiritually, mentally, emotionally, materially, that's turning around, okay? That's what the sharpness is about. Like, that's what's turning around. I see Daughter of Pentacles where we talk about opportunities, right? Son of Pentacles is the most stable of the knights, right? So whereas we do have a knight that's charging ahead here with the writer, it's a very stable one. Some of you have an offer coming in from a person. Okay, it can be romantic, but it does not have to be, because I don't want to shrink the audience, right? I've got a Knight of Pentacles and a Daughter of Pentacles, which technically could be a partnership. But the Daughter of Pentacles is more of a message, right? The Knight is the writer, but a Daughter of Page is a message. So Son of Pentacles with a message or an offer, okay? With that writer. So that writer towards the garden. So something about a Five of Pentacles ending with someone with an offer. So someone, Some of y'all might be looking for jobs. Okay, if you're looking for a job, you're not going to have to worry about it. That cycle of that Five of Pentacles, because the Five of Pentacles can be poverty. It can. It's closing. You have an offer coming in. A very, very stable one. One that you will be able to grow and develop with for a while. Okay? With the Knight of Pentacles and the Daughter of Pentacles. All right, look at y'all. I love it. I was so confused. I didn't know what's going on. So what else? How can that apply to people that are not looking for that? We got the World. More world energy to Gaia. Okay, it talks about being connected and integration. Okay, look at you. So let me get more. I still got that strong. So like earlier I got a strong whiff of like someone rushing into someone they miss. And I don't know what that's all about. Okay, not for this reading at least. I was like, ooh, what's that? Because someone's like racing into someone they miss. That was a completely random message that I got. Right? Got a realization. Yeah, maybe that's a thing because you got remembrance. Some of you may get like an offer or an opportunity via someone you used to know or kind of know or something like that. Or someone you're going to meet someone, I'm going to say a soulmate, whether we're talking romantic, platonic, very soon that's going to be monumental in your life. Like someone you're going to have a lot of fun with, right? Like some of you may make a friend or start dating soon that you're going to be going out a lot more with. Because I'm getting that. Like I'm getting like someone possibly from your past coming in with an offer. And like it could be an offer of friendship, partnership, whatever it is. A lot of you, it does feel like it will be tangible, earth-based. Okay? But remembrance. Okay? So the frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through in us as a soul and body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. Yeah. Memory of everything we've gone through. So this pile needs to know, so I'm not going to lie, there's someone that's thinking of you, that's reflecting and missing you. It could be a specific person. It could. The garden could technically be more than one person. Could be a collective space, but definitely a specific person that's remembering you. Okay. And then we've got Tantric Journey here. And I don't know why all of this, I'm very curious about this pile because it's a little confusing for me as a reader. So let me see. The frequency of Tantric Journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences in ourselves with another. Well, some of you may be finding you somebody soon romantically, okay? Or your partner misses you, or someone you used to be with misses you. Could be any of the above or all, okay? Because we got that remembrance in the Tantric Journey. Someone may be reminiscing about you in a sensual way. Got it. I did not expect that to come out in this reading. Look at you. It's not that kind of reading. But in the lightest, most positive sense, you've got that energy from someone like that's really like reflecting and missing you with the Five of Pentacles. Okay. And we talk about reaching a state of wholeness, right? And connecting with others. Like, I don't know, there's a remembering of someone like that, of connecting with someone. That's the theme of this pile, is a remembrance of connecting with someone, whether that's you or whether that's someone thinking of someone else in a way that's going to benefit you or affect you in some way. For better, for worse, I don't know, but that's a thing, okay? Some of you, this remembrance is triggering the tantric journey. So some of you do have someone coming in. Some of you have more than one person coming in because this feels like a popular pile. Like the garden is like about popularity. So it feels like some of you have like people coming in. They're like, oh, where you been? Let's be friends. Some of you have like a romantic partner coming in, like someone coming in that's going to want to pursue you romantically. That's what I've got. Or people coming in wanting to partner with you. Like, oh, where you been? I've been wanting to do this project with you. That's this group. Especially those of you where it's a lacking on your end. But I do feel like that Five of Pentacles could be reflecting on, man, I wonder if Pile 4 would work with me. I wonder if Pile 4 would connect with me. I wonder if Pile 4 would date me. That's what I've got. Look at you. I didn't expect this pile to be that group. Which group would I have expected this energy from? I'm not even sure, but I didn't expect this type of energy to come in this reading at all. Because it's all like, this is a pile of remembrance. Could be a pile of a little bit of regret, but it's not strong, right? Let me see. Tell me more about my pile number 4, please. What will be revealed? What do you need to know? Karma, outcome, moon. So there's feelings. What's this? What's this? Feelings. Okay. Some of you may have, okay, placements may be important. Okay. So we've got earth signs. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Patience, persistence, practicality. Let me put it down. I'm going to put it down, and then we'll talk about this. Those could be sun, moon, rising, any of the placements, because here I got moon fixed. So this could be a relevant season, or this could be your placements, or any of the person, people placements, because the moon is the moon. And then we've got fixed sign energy, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Okay. That could be any of your placements or any of the people's placements, okay? But it says satisfy emotional needs, nurture self and others. And then it says stability, persistence, loyalty, dependability. Some of you, what you need to know is you have incoming currently around you, like a very loyal energy, right? A very stable energy coming in. When we talk about collective spaces or connections in general, okay? But specifically romantic. Love it for you. But there is a reflective energy. So in spaces or relationships that didn't work out, there's people reflecting and feeling feelings on the reflection. Okay? All types of connections, okay? And then when we talk about incoming though, I've got some people, because fixed in earth is as stable gets, right? Like it's grounded. Okay, where we are talking about actual career and finances, because I can't ignore that Five of Pentacles, I do have fixed in earth. The fixed earth sign is Taurus. So 2 times on my table, and Taurus rules the second house of your money, your assets, your stuff. Oh, look at that. That's not crooked. Okay. I've been having issues with the stand since I started this specific pile. So there you go. So something's not stable or hasn't been historically, and it's grounding. So I love it for you. I love it for you. So let me see. Let me see what we've got. Tell me more about my pile number 4, please. What do they need to know? What will be revealed? What do they need to know? Karma, the outcome. There's I think I mentioned it. There is a regretful energy on the table. Okay, so that's a thing. Okay, and also there's a heavy desire. So there's regret and there's desire. I'm not saying it's the same energy. It can very well be. So like for example, I could be speaking of a historical energy that's regretful with a lot of desire and action, for better for worse. But I also have like a heavy incoming energy of desire. Right? So I don't know what this, let me know what situations this apply to. And I get offers. I do get offers, okay? Especially when we talk about partnerships and like work and like projects. I get like people remembering work you did in the best way and being like, hey, let's connect with pile 4, right? Adjustments are required 3/4 moon. Like someone somewhere needs adjustments and they feel like you're going to be the one that can do it, okay? When we're not talking about like connections for the sake of just building relationships. A win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. Okay. That's what we've got. That lunar eclipse we just had in real time was that. Someone somewhere thinks that you're going to fix something. So all of you in this pile, there's people or a person that thinks that you could fix something. I don't know what that is, okay? So it could be romantic based, someone thinking they'll feel better if they get with you in that sense. It could be career based, where people think if they get you to like do something, work on something, that you'll be able to be the one to fix it, correct it in the best way. It's gonna come with an offer of money. Like I see an offer of like work. Someone wants to give you like opportunities somewhere where you need them, or even if you don't need them, be open at least, because it feels like really good opportunities, okay, that will really benefit you and whatever other party mutually, okay, because there's some sort of adjustments that need to happen, and you just seem to be the one that can turn it around with tantric journey, okay. And it could be based on memory, like remembering you on some way, I don't know, but that's what I've got, okay. Now, because a heavy energy of love came through, I'm going to pull from this deck. Have faith is at the bottom of your reset, but let me just see. Honestly, this is not even, doesn't even have to be love. Safe place, something, maybe you could make something a safe place. Maybe what's incoming is a safe place. I don't know. But that came through prominently when I split the deck. But you are really attractive, right? Your captivating energy makes you attractive. You wear confidence well. So something, this is a pile of you're attracting attention, okay. I say for better, for worse, but it's not really for worse, as long as any possible historical energies that you don't really want to deal with stay historical. I mean, I say it like that because people close cycles for reasons. You got the World, which is a closed cycle. I do see the Five of Pentacles into a world closed cycle, people feeling like regretful over cycles that have been closed with them for some of you. So let me see. Tell me what this pile needs to know romantically, like in a romantic sense. Pile number 4. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't think love was coming out in any of these groups, so that's hilarious. I love that it came out because these are not the groups that you would expect that in. So let me see. Let me get it. What's the message for my pile number 4s as it comes to love? I've been told that they're taking, like, well, this card is going to really mean something, but if you're not paying attention, pay attention. Every now and then I get the vibe of like, make sure they're paying attention before you pull these cards. That's way too many. There it is. Annoyance. You or your partner may be annoyed right now. Give each other space to cool off to avoid more arguments. Oh, that's why they want you to remember. Oh, remember. Ooh, that's why they want you to pay attention. They want you to remember who was super annoying and aggravating and all the things. All right. Ready for love is in reverse as well as maturing. Okay, so what's happening is, okay, I found the shadow. Close cycles and let them stay closed. Like, don't remember and go back to like past energies, right? Like any cycles that have closed, they're closed for a reason. Whether we're talking about romantic, any types of partnerships, if you close the cycle, like where it's really annoying, like let it be what it is, because this person is not ready for love. The situation has not improved, right? So like if it's like, let's say it's a job, it's not better. Like the whole reason, like the adjustments are required, like it's not better. That's why they would like for you to come back. You know what I mean? Things like that. So like, it's not a good situation. In the lightest of sense, they want you to remember how annoying things were historically, and then compare it to where you are stepping in or are now, and realize like it's a much better situation. Especially some of you have a tendency to be fixed and guarded with the Earth and fixed sign. Like it's telling you to adjust and to, right? Because Libra rules partnerships. Win-win outcome, talks about compromise. Be willing to compromise. You are beyond ready for this contract, this deal, this relationship, right? Yeah, okay, but it says you've been understandably guarded, scared of being hurt again, but took the time to heal. Now you're ready to try love again. So in a maturing sense of saying, like, just roll with it from a romantic, from a partnership, from a business, from a professional perspective. Roll with it, okay? Like, incoming, okay? Yeah, everything cleared up right when I started to talk about that. All right, well, let's pull from this other deck because I feel like that was interesting. Attraction is back. Continuing more. I stopped fighting back from the love decks and I just take them because it takes less time to do so. You deserve love. You are lovable. So ready for love. You deserve love. They say roll with it. You do have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Love that for you. Some of you, I don't know why, your connections, your partnerships, your business deal, your everything connection based, right? Love or not based is making whoever reflect. I say whoever because it could be more than one person. It could be more than one relationship or type of relationship. Making them reflect, making them remember, okay? Making them feel left out with the Five of Pentacles. But watch it because annoyance could be jealousy, okay? Okay, well, let me pull from these other decks. This was so surface level. I didn't expect this. This is a pile of, oh, you're about to like be doing good if you're not already. And yeah, hibernation in reverse. Go outside, step out, go into the garden. You're going to be stepping into the garden soon. All right, this is incoming energy. Yeah, for whatever reason, this is a divine feminine pile. Don't know why. You got, oh, well, okay. Yeah, you're going to be achieving things, but give me a second. I'll take it. You got fulfillment here. It fell, wants to be here. Sensual energy stepping in. But yeah, my divine feminine pile, sovereignty. Okay. All right. Sovereignty feels like royal energy. I mentioned those crowns. I mentioned, right? Go to those pile fours that I told you about. Okay. Which is funny. I didn't expect that to be a divine feminine pile. I would have expected more masculines to pick that, but you never know. You never know. Especially since I've got a maturing energy of Aries. Oh, okay. That's what that is. It's both. Like, so like if you like, okay. So this is about balancing the feminine and masculine expression because I have Aries here. Okay. The inspirer. Or maybe I could be talking about love. I am for some of you. And sorry, I'm like sidetracked off to the side. Don't mind me. Because like I had a pop-up. So something is calling your attention. Like you're focused on something and some of you need to be focused on something else. Okay, I do get that. So just be mindful of your energy. But yeah, let me put this down. Hibernation, the inspirer. Okay. Yeah, they wanted to make sure I send you to those other crowns, okay? Because those are also skeleton key readings. Remember I said that, okay? Psychic development is a thing, okay? Inner journey. Okay. And then, let me see before I pull from this other one. Yeah, you're being called to stop hibernating, step out and inspire. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. Something is coming in. Like that's what that is. That's another thing I'm not like quite grasping. Maybe it's gonna be a surprise, but we have this inner journey into psychic development, but we also have a maturing energy of an inspirer. Like there's something coming in that's gonna be really beneficial for you. Some type of offer, could be any type of connection, okay? Could be any type of connection. Could be a combination of all of the ones I've already listed, okay? So let me pull from this last deck. I want to get your advice and I'm going to tell you what's coming in. But I mean, I think we pretty much got what we're getting. This was the shortest pile. But the reason, honestly, is because look what's at the bottom. Success. Like this is a pile of you're doing good. And I think by them that they want us to send you to those other key readings. They want me to not take too long, okay? Your advice is to cast away negativity, heal, and healing energy. Yes, because yeah, no, they want me to just wrap it up. They want me to wrap it up because the other crown is a key of life. It's a tree of life crown key. Go to that, okay? So you've got cast away negativity and heal. That's your advice. At the bottom, you have confidence, which is that bee spirit with another crown. They want you at the crown readings, okay? Go to the crown readings, okay? Confidence. They want you to be confident. They want you to cast away negativity and heal. What is this incoming with this engagement? What if you need financial security? That's the thing. Don't worry about it. What's incoming for you is financial security as well as wisdom. Okay. Go to those crown key readings. Go to those crown key readings. That's why this is the shortest pile. Go to those crown key readings. Okay. So that is all I have for you today. Pile number 4. Hopefully this resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching.